But the NBA has
we
such
going
a
live,
bad business model. Oh, my bad. I'll talk about that later because that's terrible.
Yes, sir. We finally have an NBA final series. The Spurs decided to show up. Victor Wembanyama decided to show up. Stephon Castle decided to show up. Mitch Johnson decided to coach. Oh, and also, they weren't the only ones to show up. Not just the Spurs. Obviously, the Knicks were at home, even though some people didn't show up for the New York Knicks, you know, the best player in the series. But we'll get to that. I more so want to talk about how this was the biggest sporting event ever, according to some people. This was the most expensive NBA game ever, the most expensive finals game ever, and the most expensive sporting event of all time. The average ticket prices just to get in the door was $7,500. If you got a lower bowl seat or a 100 level seat, you were paying $130K, 130 bands just to get a lower bowl seat in the Madison Square Garden. It was electric. Also, it's not just the fact that it was a packed house and you had people paying ridiculous prices to get a ticket. Also, Donald Trump was in the building, the president of the United States. Derek Jeter, the captain, was in the house. Eli Manning, the best Manning there ever was to spin a football, was in the house. Timothy Chalamet, you know he was in the building. Ben Stiller, Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan, Larry David, Jay-Z was in the building. DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Crack was in the building. Oscar Robertson, Larry Johnson, Bill Bradley, John Starks, Iman Shumpert, Raymond Felton, Latrell Sprewell, Robert Kraft. It was a star-studded event in the Garden last night.
Mike Bloomberg.
Shout out Mike Bloomberg.
Mike Bloomberg almost died last night thanks to Jose Alvarado. But
hey, Jose, you got to get it how you live it. Was there any other celebrities that I missed that was in the house? Chat.
Josh Safdie was there. The Safdie
Cardi
brothers.
B.
Cardi B was in there.
Cardi B.
Damn, I miss Cardi. Oh, I miss Cardi, man. I missed the best part of the show.
Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Charles. You know.
Yeah, but y'all, it was a crazy event. And like, chat, we're gonna talk about the game. Obviously, we're gonna talk about. We'll talk about the game and everybody that was there, you know, on the court. But I more so just want to talk about how, because this is a special moment for the NBA. A lot of people always talk about, oh, the NBA is dead, the business is dying, the NBA is not profitable, it's a bad era of basketball. Well, this was the richest sporting event ever.
Well, Ron, I do want to say,
I do want to correct something.
Because there's a lot of
Jose Alvarado. Make sure to tap in.
What you say about Cardi? What you say?
First off, assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good to see you, Penn. Good to see you, Ox, Mars, Ron. But yeah, shout out Cardi B. Shout out to my people. Shout out to PC. Shout out to the best.
Now say what you said when I was on mute. Say what you said.
What you mean? I said shout out to Cardi B.
Get off my phone. Get off my phone. Nah, go ahead.
Man, Swipe is so political, man. Hey, we try to get
when I'm on mute.
Ron, I do want to say though.
Hey, Swiper, in about an hour you gonna want to call in again.
Shout out to shit. Shout out to shit being expensive.
Oh, Anthony Towns.
I have no problem with things being expensive. That's fine. I know people say that rich people, these guys don't really watch basketball. I think that's false also. But I do want to say that this shows something that I've been talking about for a long time, and that is just the gentrification of basketball alone. Once again, it's business. I have no problem with them having expensive tickets to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like I think playoff tickets are supposed to be a little more expensive. I think this was a little overboard, but that's what it is. It's New York City. You know what I'm saying? It's Madison Square Garden. I'm not pushing back on that. All I just want to point out is that they are continuing to gentrify basketball. That's all I want to point out. And also, well, no, let me not say that because people might take that the wrong way. Go ahead.
Ox, well, the gentrification you talk about, I think, is a little different from this. This is
a byproduct. I think this all goes together.
It could be, but also so I know soccer is the largest sport in the world, or football, wherever you may be, soccer or football. Well, shout out to the World Cup. We will be talking about the World Cup a little bit throughout the duration of that. But basketball is on soccer's ass right now. whether you guys like to admit it or not. I believe basketball is on its way to being the biggest sport in the world. Now, it's not going to take 2 years. It might not take 10 years. But I think with the excitement of basketball, the entertainment of basketball supersedes any sport. And even in Mars, because I seen that expression you made, it might not become better than soccer, but it's better than soccer. In terms of just entertainment value, there's no more entertaining sport than basketball. The way that it's fast-paced.
That's coming from a hooper.
Okay, I mean, obviously it's my opinion, yeah. But I'm saying, and I'm giving you my reasons. I'm saying basketball, the fact that you understand that as humans, we have dopamine hits.
Ron. It's a more exciting sport to watch.
It's way more exciting. We have dopamine hits as humans. We want to see people score. We want to see offense. Basketball is fast-paced. It's boom, 3, dunk, 3, dunk, turnover, layup.
Ron, the scoring
That's
is
not
fast-paced,
dopamine, dude.
Soccer is fast-paced as well. It's just not.
But they play 90 minutes to score 5 goals combined.
Right. But this
less than that. Real talk, 3 goals.
Wait.
My point.
Dopamine. That's my point. Real talk isn't
5
that,
goals is an amazing game.
Isn't that like yes? The scoring might not be high, but soccer's still a super fast-paced sport. Now, mind you, I'm a basketball player. I grew up playing basketball. I played a year and a half of soccer. Like, I clearly like basketball way more than soccer. I'm going to watch basketball over soccer every chance. Shout out to the Portland Thorns. But, I mean, I just disagree with the fact that it will ever catch soccer in any way, shape, or form around the world.
I actually walk that back. It might not be bigger than soccer. That might have came out too fast. Even though I do think at some point basketball will catch up. It might be 50 years, might be 100 years, whatever.
That's like Penn State with the world catching us in basketball. It's never going to happen.
All right, well, it might not happen, but I stand on and I double down. Basketball is a better sport to watch than soccer. It's more entertaining than soccer. It's funner than soccer.
Okay, so here's the thing. Dopamine.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Okay, Ron.
You too.
Okay. Dopamine is anticipation.
Let Penn talk. Quiet.
It's anticipation. It's a release of neurotransmitter in response to anticipating something. So dopamine does not go up every single time like someone scores. Your dopamine level in an NBA game would be highest in the timeout before a game winner. That's when your dopamine spikes the most. So actually, if you're talking about dopamine release, soccer does a better job than basketball.
Penn, you know what I was saying. Like, we don't got to get all technical and in between the lines. You get what I'm saying. Like,
you're done, bro. You're done. Thanks, Penn, for shutting that down.
Come on. Like,
hey, also, you know who else showed up to the game yesterday, Ron? Specifically halfway through the third and the beginning of the fourth quarter? The refs. But we're not going to get into that.
Shout out to the refs for doing their job.
And I don't know what the hell is wrong with Mike Brown. I'm gonna tell you like this, Ron. And you know how I feel about this. We've talked about this extensively.
He couldn't wait to get some shit off about Mike Brown. Go ahead.
What? I'm just telling you.
Let's go.
I have no problem with Mike Brown.
I know you're gonna lie and say that. Go ahead. It's fine.
What problem would I possibly have with Mike Brown?
It doesn't. I don't know.
It does matter. No, you brought it up. So
I don't. He gave them water reasonable.
I don't know.
And messed up your offense, and you were visibly frustrated with him.
And ran Foxy out of town.
I was very upset about that, but that's just.
And you've never forgiven him because now you have 12 wins.
I don't really, but see, that's the thing. I don't care. all right, let's keep moving. Because y'all try to make me out to be a normal basketball fan. I'm not. This is my thing. My thing was, and you know how I feel about this. We've talked about this extensively. When your best player, your best offensive scorer, besides OG Anunoby, has 4 fouls. You let him rock, bro. Like or you just can't sit him out that long. You know what I'm saying? Jalen, you got. I think Jalen Brunson got to keep playing.
Hey, but Ox, before we get into all of that, I still do just want to talk about the environment and how electric that was. Right. I mean, it's the NBA Finals. We expect the stage to be crazy, but that was on another level. That was something that, once again, the sports world has not seen something like that. Or it's up there. It's up there in some of those top sporting events, boxing and things of that, Super Bowls.
Are you talking about just the ticket prices, bro? Or are you talking about
I'm talking about everything.
Well, they're saying it is the most expensive sporting event possibly ever. And that's what they're saying.
But it wasn't 135 for lower bowl tickets.
Well, that's what the announcer literally said during the game.
Well, the announcer was wrong. I know someone got in for about 30.
Well, that doesn't mean everybody got it. On average, it was 130.
That's impossible.
All right.
At what point did those people buy their tickets, man? Because maybe he's
like
going
4 days before the event.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I looked at the ticket prices. It wasn't 135,000. It was like I think it was like 10,000 to get in the door. By the way, prior to the game, there were tickets available for $5,000. Just to let you all know, I checked on Ticketmaster, and lower bowl tickets were available for as much as 20, 22, 23, 25, around there. So 30s on the high end. If you wanted to get like fourth row, okay, now we could talk about 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about like courtside would be that expensive.
But that's not lower bowl.
Once again, I'm reiterating what I heard from the announcer. But also, too, it said that it was $580 million market value of just all game 3 tickets.
Yeah, so I did see that.
Either way, it was still a very high price to get into the building.
It should be a very high price. I don't think
it should be that much though, Ox. I'm sorry.
But you know what?
You're Xing out any kind of
a game 5
middle class person.
Yeah, but game 5 you can go to San Antonio.
Middle class people are well. That's San Antonio, New York City. It's a different thing. Middle class is already cut out once the ticket prices get up to 5,000 past. You know what I'm saying? That third row anyway. You know what I'm saying? If it costs that much to get up there, then we not going. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll speak for myself.
That's a vacation.
I'm not going. You know what I mean? So that's exactly, Pin. That's a vacation. I'm going to Hawaii.
You know how much tricking that is?
Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to Hawaii. I'm gonna go to Mexico or something. I'm not going to watch a basketball game for that much. You know what I mean? There's no sporting event I would ever pay that much money for. But with that being said, though, real talk, I feel like if people would pay for it, it's not too much. You know what I mean? Like, you got fanatics, you got, and there's so much money in New York City, like in Manhattan, and people are gonna. Yep. They've been waiting their whole life for this. You know what I mean? So I don't like it. Maybe I don't like it because it's out of my tax bracket. I'm looking at it like, damn, that's crazy. But for them people that are, live in $20 million penthouse apartments, they like, man, we're running that. So cool. That's for them. That's for them. We're supposed to watch it on the TV. We're supposed to hang it out, watch it at the watch parties at the sports bars and stuff. That's our lane. Or that's my lane. I'll speak for myself. But regular season coming back around. Shit.
So, some of that is also like being at the game, and especially if you're, lower bowl or courtside or whatnot, like it's more of a kind of a status symbol than anything else, right? Like you want to show, hey, you know what I'm saying? I got it like that to where I could be down here and spend $100K on a ticket.
A little fashion
just because.
Show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I get it. It became a whole event outside of the basketball game. Obviously, the president was there, so now there's more.
Making the NBA great again, no doubt.
He made everybody go through all of that to get to the game and go to sleep. I mean,
he
wasn't sleeping. It was just his face. That's just his face.
He's 90 years old. Took a nap.
No, that's crazy.
Why you went to sleep? Because he watched the panel yesterday and he was looking for the best player in the series. That's why he went to sleep, because he couldn't find him.
Couldn't find
OG.
There's no way you're trying to push Cat Pro. Well,
yes,
he's negative, because he's like, come on, bro.
No, I was just told. I was jumped yesterday.
If you go victory lap,
I was told. No, I'm not victory lapping. No, I'm not victory lapping. I'm bringing smoke to your front door. I'm bringing smoke to your front door.
Does not negate games 1 and 2.
I don't want to regurgitate this argument.
Yeah, you already.
I still strongly agree that Victor Wembanyama's 20. Swiper can bring his bald ass up here. He got an invitation. I'm saying, hey, I waxed that basketball. The same way that Victor Wembanyama was waxing the Knicks last night. What I'm saying is, I think Victor Wembanyama's 29, 11, or it was 9 or 11, whatever, in game 2, and 3 blocks, 2 steals. I think that he played better than Karl Anthony Towns. Now, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it, but my thing is, you guys was just making it seem like it was no discussion, no nothing. But you know what's no discussion now?
What?
Who's the best player in the series?
Really outplayed him in game 3.
Okay, so game 3, Victor Wembanyama outplayed Karl Anthony Towns in game 3, Ron.
And in game 2.
Well, see, that's a lot. But yes, absolutely in game 3, yeah, sure. You see the difference, Ron? I'm not going to get all physical or all emotional and shit about the truth. Why don't Spiper just pull up? He keep calling you. I want to just pull up.
Because he can't pull up. I lied. Hey, blocked.
You know what's funny? Like, isn't Wemby supposed to be outplaying Cat?
No, he's not.
That's what we should be expecting.
He's the MVP candidate. Of course he is.
That's what y'all expect. I don't look at it like that. He's not supposed to be outplaying Cat.
But see, I think it's the one, and Mars has highlighted this before. I think it was a large case of this. When you have a guy that's here and a guy that's here, and this guy underperforms relative to expectations, which I would say in game 1 and 2, Victor Wembanyama underperformed. So he was down here. Karl Anthony Towns overperformed, so he came up to here. I still think he was under Victor Wembanyama, but the fact that he over-exceeded expectations, now we boosted him above Wemby. Swiper coming up here talking about he's been the best player wire to wire and this and that and the third.
He has played.
Cat has outplayed. Cat outplayed him
in these playoffs, bro. These playoffs.
Has he been the best player wire to wire?
I mean, define
game 3 just happens when Wemby was the best
everybody
player.
No, he hasn't been the best player wire to wire on his team.
For everybody,
yes,
for everybody.
Well, no, that's because you
talking about
Mikal
the
had a
playoff
great
run?
game 2.
What are you
OG
talking
had
about?
a great game 3.
No. So what Swiper said was that from wire to wire of all the players left in the Eastern Conference, Karl Anthony Towns has been the best player, and I agree with you.
Agreed.
I think Cade played so good. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? He was out in the second round. Karl Anthony Towns 1, 2, 3, first, second, third series. These finals now. I think Karl Anthony Towns has played amazing, bro. Like I don't see why you can't just accept the fact that Karl Anthony Towns has balled out since the playoffs started.
Literally yesterday, I said verbatim, Karl Anthony Towns has been hooping. He's been their best player in this series. He's been good this playoff run. I didn't take anything from Cat. I just think Victor Wembanyama played better in game 2.
Okay, fine. That's cool. That's your opinion. So why are you taking this shit so personally that every time we start having a conversation, you got to say something about
nothing's taken personally. I'm just letting you. I'm just letting you guys know.
I just want him to say that.
I'm just letting you guys know.
That just because he got rotisserie by Swiper.
All right, look. I got rotisserie yesterday, and you know who else got rotisserie yesterday? The best player wire to wire and the best player in this series, and the Knicks' best player. He got his ass fucked up yesterday.
You see the thing about that, Ron, is that had nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? The first part about you getting sauteed in a rotisserie yesterday, we had something to do with that. Like, okay, but
no doubt.
The shit that's going on in Madison Square Garden, that's between Karl Anthony Towns and Victor Wembanyama. Karl Anthony Towns got to step up and do his thing like he did in game 1 and game 2. And on top of that, Karl Anthony Towns did not have a bad game last night. Victor Wembanyama, I think Victor Wembanyama outplayed him. Sure, you know what I'm saying? Sure, I do. But it's just
so now I'm seeing expectations. See, once again, this is expectations.
I don't agree with that.
You're not seeing expectations, Ron. What you're seeing is me saying that this player outplayed this player. For me, when the series comes in, it's a clean slate. I don't give a shit about no fake unanimous DPOY or none of that shit. I'm looking at it like, okay, there's a basketball player and there's a basketball player. Who's going to play better? It's not, oh, well, he's this guy, so if he plays this guy and he plays here, then he's play. No, it's 2 basketball players. It's 2 basketball players. Who's going to outplay who? And Karl Anthony Towns got the best of him 2 games. Victor Wembanyama got him in the 3rd game. The 4th game happens tomorrow.
What's actually funny is I think Cat still held up very well defensively in like isolation against Wemby. Even last night, what Wemby was doing well was play finishing due to a lot of the dribble penetration from the San Antonio guards. Stephon Castle obviously was fantastic. Had a bit of an outlier shooting night, but, salute to him. Played well, hounded Jalen Brunson up and down the court as well defensively. Fox was getting 2 feet in the paint. Harper was getting 2 feet in the paint. And so all of that kind of led to some easy opportunities for Victor Wembanyama as a play finisher, either as a lob threat or, some deep, quick seals, getting that, dunking on OG Anunoby, get some pick and pop threes to go and whatnot. So, I mean, they played a fantastic game offensively. If that's how they have to play. They have to focus on dribble drive penetration, the guards specifically, getting 2 feet in the paint, and then making offense easier for Wemby, because Wemby still in isolation still wasn't all that great last night.
I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns was the top 2 player for the Knicks yesterday. I think OG was better than him. I think Josh Hart was better than him. I think you could argue Jordan Clarkson was better than him.
Jordan Clarkson was amazing. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan was amazing.
Josh Hart was better than him too. Josh Hart was hooping.
I said that.
He said OG. Josh Hart,
my bad.
Jordan Clarkson.
Okay. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, look, New York City. It's been built by immigrants. It's been built by immigrants for decades, centuries now. You know, Irish immigrants, Italian immigrants. It's just fitting that it be destroyed by an immigrant too. Victor Wembanyama has woken up. Reverse sweep coming.
Nice.
Come again, Pin?
Reverse sweep coming. I tell you, man, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. They be holding him, be grabbing his jersey, shoving him. He's not saying shit. Same thing happened with the Wolves, right? They were punking him in game 1 and 2, and people are like, oh, this is the fraud. This is the fraud DPOY. I think it's the same character has been saying the same damn script for the entire playoffs. Oh, he's too young. He's not ready. He doesn't know that. So yesterday or 2 days ago, he went to
doesn't make it any less true. Even if he doesn't know it, it doesn't make it any less true. So you can kill that logic right there.
Some people thought the man was going to get swept. I'll tell you something right now. He ain't ever getting swept. Ever.
That
is never going to
happen.
You
hear that? Ever.
We gonna have to wait 15 years
Ever.
to see if you're wrong. I mean, I guess.
I mean, if he gets swept next
year. I mean, who cares about getting swept if you lose the series anyway?
No,
a loss is a loss.
He ain't ever lost a series. He
might
never lose a series.
True. He's never lost a series.
Yeah.
If the
Keep going, Pin.
Spurs win, Wemby should just retire and say he never lost.
No, I want to
keep going, Pin. You on the big screen.
No, don't put me on the big screen.
Nah. You need this.
My face all messed up from MMA, bro. Take me off the big screen.
All right, my bad.
But what I'm gonna say is, Mars called me out last week. Said he don't do no research. So I did some research, and Mars, you can feel free to fact check me on this.
Shout out the research. This is what I'm talking about. Let's get some facts in here. Let's do that.
So I don't hear this talked about a lot, but what about all-time greats getting swept? How often has that happened, right? Magic Johnson got swept twice, both times in finals. Philly, Detroit.
Correct.
LeBron, he got swept 4 times. San Antonio, Golden State, Denver, OKC. Bird, 1 time. Milwaukee, 83. Jokic, 1 time. Phoenix. Jordan, twice. Both times early in his career in 86 and 87 against Boston. 3-0, 3-0. I could argue right now, as Jordan is the GOAT truther, if there were 4, if it was a best of 7, if it was a best of 7, he ain't never been swept in a best of 7. Shaq got swept a lot. Indiana, Houston, Chicago, Utah, Spurs, and Chicago again.
He's actually swept 6 times.
6 times. Damn! Ridiculous. Kawhi got swept once, but it don't count because he got hurt. Golden State 2017. Duncan got swept twice. Lakers, Phoenix. Kareem got swept 3 times. Interesting caveat about Kareem getting swept. He only ever got swept by the defending champion, Portland, Philly, Detroit. Steph, never happened.
That sounds about right with Kareem.
Steph, never happened. Shea, never happened. Durant, Boston, Minnesota, Kobe, Jazz, Spurs, Mavs, Hakeem, only 1 time. Lakers in 91. Garnett, Houston, Dallas, both times happened before the age of 26. Harden, ironically, we didn't talk about it. James Harden just got swept for the first time in his life this year. And Chris Paul, 1 time against the San Antonio Spurs in 2012. Let me add something. Victor Wembanyama ain't ever getting swept. He's gonna join Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Steph Curry.
No.
What's the point, Pin?
My
but
point
he's never
is,
getting swept. What do you mean? That's the point.
You know how? Okay, so here's the thing. If you get swept, you weren't supposed to be there. There's a gap. You couldn't win 1. We all know that the refs lean towards the team that's down.
So who was supposed to be there?
What do you mean?
If I get swept and I'm not supposed to be there, then who was supposed to be there?
Somebody who could have won one game.
The team
had Kobe gotten swept in your research? Did you find?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he said, you got swept. You got swept against the Jazz. You got swept against the Mavs in 2011.
Got swept against the Spurs.
Wait, against the Jazz? What year was that?
when he airballed.
98.
98.
No, that was
98.
when he airballed. That was in 97. That was 5 games.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. 97.
that shit don't even count. Okay, so what's the other one?
98.
2011 against Dallas. 2011 against Dallas. He got swept.
98 in the West Finals.
And he said he got swept against the Spurs in
99. That was in 99. So 98.
So
that was the series. Duncan was going crazy.
Yeah, them the Shaq sweeps. The time he got swept is sort of.
I'll tell you another player who's never getting swept, Scotty Barnes. But nevertheless, that's a long that we got a lot. Yo, man, I'm gonna tell you this: like, if you get swept, to me, that's a lack of competitive.
Bill Russell's
you
never
can't
been
get
swept,
one.
He left that out, so it's fine.
I left it up.
So, Pim, basically, what you're saying is shout out
Bernie
to
actually lost
Castle
two
for saving Wemby's legacy.
Because Stephon one of them ones too.
Look, man, I think Wemby played tight in games 1 and 2. You know, he was kind of in his own head to the point where I was literally questioning whether he was actually a basketball player, if he knew how to play basketball sometimes, because some of the decisions he was making was like crazy decisions, just bad IQ, bad timing, bad composure. But yesterday he played loose. You know what I mean? Like he didn't get rattled. He wasn't complaining. They were holding his arm. He just putting it up with one hand. He's just like, whatever. I love that shove on Jalen Brunson. I don't care who the hell says that it's dirty or whatever. He was grabbing his jersey and he just shoved him by the head. That was some Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant shit. Just shove him away. Get him the fuck out of here. If the refs are not going to call the physicality in this series, then I appreciate the fact that guys like Carter Bryant, Keldon Johnson are coming in and putting the Knicks on their ass.
So first of all, they are number one. Olajuwon was swept more than one time, and that's you got to do a little bit more research with Olajuwon.
What the hell?
No way! The research was wrong again.
So you know, I don't know if you know this, Penn, but in '95 when they won the NBA championship, they were the back-to-back champions, right?
Seattle. Oh,
man. It's the same Seattle team that owned them. So
this is why AI is taking over.
Yeah, they had beaten them. That was, and by the way, that was the 6th time.
I didn't even bother to fact check. I just believed you. How dare
that was he got bounced.
Oh, my bad.
By Seattle.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I mean, we kind of knew that would happen, so he just didn't factor that in, you know.
But with that being said, let's
Seattle niggas sweeping Houston niggas, you know.
Close enough.
Yeah, Seattle.
Okay, the other ones are right.
Hakeem, close enough.
I added Hakeem last because I was like, some people are going to complain that I didn't add Hakeem, so I very quickly checked Hakeem, and I didn't remember the Seattle series. My bad. Shit.
Man, it's the second time you've done this to us.
But the other ones are correct.
They are correct. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to check them. I'm just going to believe you. But if I've been led astray again,
man, shut up. The other ones are correct. My bad.
And so
I used AI. Shut your bitch ass up, EJ. I did not use AI. I'm saying this is why AI taking over, because human error.
Why he gotta be a bitch ass?
Because he's talking to real talk.
Niggas.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and deep dive into Game 3 of the NBA Finals. It was a good game last night, right, fellas? Chill was a good game?
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who missed it, the Knicks came up short by a score of 115 to 111 in Game 3. The Spurs took the first game into Madison Square Garden. So every team that has been on the road has won so far. In this game, Victor Wembanyama had a phenomenal game, his best game of the series. 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. He shot it pretty efficiently too, 11 to 18 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3. Stephon Castle showed up and had his best game as well. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He only had 2 turnovers, which was an amazing thing too. He also shot it well, 8 for 14 from the field, including a late dagger 3 from deep. OG Anunoby balled out last night. I think he was quite clearly the best player. He had 28 points, 9 for 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds as well, and 2 blocks. Dylan Harper, you better be cool when OG Anunoby's around the rim. Josh Hart also had a magnet ball game, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot 4 for 7 from 3. He was crazy in the first half. I think he went 3 for 3 in the first half from 3. Jalen Brunson, 32 points, 5 rebounds. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, but he also had 5 turnovers too. And he shot 11 for 25 from the field. So didn't really have that good of a performance. And I also want to shout out Jordan Clarkson and Jose Alvarado. They both came off the bench. in only 13 and 12 minutes respectively, but they were major in that third quarter. Fellas, let's talk about it. What's our takeaways from game 3?
Wemby has arrived. That's it.
Is that what this is, Ben? Is that all this is? This is just a Wemby
listened to you
series?
guys yesterday say, no, this is not just a Wemby series. Obviously,
That's what it sounds like, because that's all you've talked about. You haven't talked about anything else. You haven't talked about
chill. He's trying to give his take. He listened to you guys yesterday.
Yeah, I listened to you guys yesterday talking about, Wemby this and Wemby that. Wemby can't get to the rim because Karl-Anthony Towns is doing this and that. Well, you know what? He got to the rim at will yesterday. Can't do shit, can you?
mean like
holding him down, can't do
shit?
shit. Okay? Because the physics of it is that if you jam him, you got to send 3 to him and then it's spray wide open.
If you jam him, they call a foul. If they jam him, they call a foul.
But they're not calling a foul. See, like everybody wants to be biased about this whole thing and say, "Oh, the Spurs got all these calls." Why are y'all hacking so much? You don't want them to get calls and stop hacking.
I think it's interesting.
There's a foul on every
Penn been doing all of this talking the whole time, Ron. This is bullshit. He talking about them hacking. How come you leaving out the fact that in the fourth quarter, your boys was in a bonus 4 minutes into the fourth quarter? Your
3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
So your boys are.
They were fouls. They were fouls.
They were.
What are you doing,
The
Penn?
problem that I'm having though, because they're fouling San Antonio, right? But now they're telling. But the problem is they're telling me that the Spurs just don't foul. That's what they're telling me. I'm watching Stephon Castle guard Brunson like that. I'm watching how Cat is being absolutely footballed by Keldon Johnson when he's in the game, right? And they're telling me the Spurs aren't fouling. So yes, the Knicks are fouling. None of those calls, Chill, in the fourth quarter were not fouls. They were fouls. I'm not even saying they weren't. The problem is every second half, the Spurs have 18 to 20 something free throws, and the Knicks have 4. Now, again, you're telling me the Spurs just aren't fouling? I get
But hold on, no real talk. It is 2 contrasting style of plays, though, too. First off, Vic is just Vic. No, well, Vic is just going to get fouled just because he's Vic. The same way Jalen Brunson's going to get fouled just because he's Jalen Brunson. So we can cancel them out. Jalen Brunson shot 8 free throws. Victor Wembanyama shot 9 free throws. OG Anunoby also shot 9 free throws because of his style of play. But that's what I'm getting at, Ox. When you got Stephon Castle who lives in the paint, when you got Dylan Harper who lives in the paint, when you got De'Aaron Fox who can get downhill and apply pressure, you got Keldon Johnson. All Keldon Johnson does is put his head down and go to the rim. So I'm saying, like, it's a different contrast and style of play. Josh Hart will occasionally get in there and mix things up on the offensive end, but for the most part, he's not going to draw too many fouls just because he's a.
Are you trying to tell us that if all I got to do is get to the rim and the whistle's going to get blown? Like
no, I'm saying that these are slashers.
Is that what you're trying
to say? No, I'm saying these are slashers.
Right, and so is okay. I can appreciate.
So is who?
Who drew more fouls, Dwayne Wade or Del Curry?
Can we just keep it on this game, please?
No, that's a valid question. Who drew more fouls?
No, we're not doing that because
why are we doing that?
I'm going to assume it was Dwayne Wade.
No, because Del Curry. No, because Del Curry's Landry Shamet, and Dwayne Wade is Dwayne Wade with dreads.
Steph Castle. There we go.
What's going on right now? You dudes are trying to sell me that all I got to do is go to the rim and I'm going to get the whistle.
A weak ass defender in there.
That's what
I mean. That helps
who has psyoped the entire world into convincing that he's a really good rim protector. Y'all don't got great rim protection. You don't have great. You don't have a great perimeter.
Okay. This is what Penn is trying to sell you guys. Penn is trying to sell you guys is that Wemby woke up. That's not what happened yesterday.
Yes, it is.
That's not entirely what happened.
He went.
Why are you leaving out? Whoa, stop right there.
He went to a park. He did some drawings. He realized he can beat the shit out of this team, and then he
wiped the crust out his eyes, brushed his teeth.
Madison Square Garden, and then he said, "You know what?
I'm gonna be.
I really am the best.
What if it's 2-2?
I'm really am the best player in this series, and these guys can't do shit about it. The only thing that, honestly, it comes down to this, right? Like, Victor Wembanyama is not going to get stopped. You're not contesting that jump shot. You're not stopping him at the rim. You are not guarding the 3. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, he was getting his ass kicked in the last 2 games, and he didn't wake up. What are you doing, Penn?
Right, he wasn't really getting his ass. He wasn't really getting his ass kicked.
He was getting spanked.
Game 1 he
like
did.
A badass.
Game 1 he did. Game 1 he did. Game 2 he had. But this is the part. This is the. I'm telling you, this is the
red. He was getting spanked.
This is the. All right,
I thought Wemby was good in game 2. But,
Thank you. My only thing is, look, he had a so-so first half, In the second half, the nigga had 22 points. I don't know exactly how many rebounds. I don't know how many blocks. That second half, his second half was better than Cat's first half.
Because Ron is a Wemby guy, and I appreciate you being a Wemby guy, Ron. But can we be a little bit objective here? Can we talk about the fact?
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Can we be a little bit objective here? Can we talk about the fact that Cat got blitzed and Cat did not do anything when he was getting blitzed? Can we talk about the fact that my starting 2 guard had 2 points yesterday? The open space in the floor, he did not take advantage of any of it yesterday. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the fact that my point guard did not take care of the basketball on any level? And this was from the start of the game. And on top of that, almost every shot that he shot was a tough shot. There was no clean looks from him. In fact, my rotation guys were the ones who kept us in the game, because I can promise you it wasn't Cat. Because when Cat got switched onto with De'Aaron Fox, when he got switched onto with Castle, and the ball gets swung to the left side of the floor, so instead of Cat diving to the right box or to the middle of the floor, he's watching the ball get swung, and now we're starting our offense 7, 8, 9 seconds, and we don't really have anything going. But if I listen to you and I listen to Penn, Wemby is Chamberlain. Wemby is just dominating the game, and there's nothing else going on.
I think some of that goes hand in hand.
Will Chamberlain can't fuck with Victor Wembanyama.
Chill.
Will Chamberlain can't fuck with Victor Wembanyama.
Too bright.
I just want to have a serious the lights were too. All right. Let's just talk basketball.
Hey, how many times Will get swept?
Bro, please, can we just talk basketball?
I'm trying to do that, Ox. I'm trying to do that.
Like, look. So the thing, this the thing, right? Chill. I want to talk to you about the what's his name? Jalen Brunson situation.
Sure.
Jalen Brunson is going to have to take tough shots. Like, that's just what it is in this series. Stephon Castle's all over him. You got Victor Wembanyama in the paint. We're gonna have to live with an inefficient Jalen Brunson. That's just what it is. And like I said, I don't have a problem with that. He has to get the shots up. I do believe as far as the Mikal Bridges, I think Mikal Bridges had good moments, making some hustle plays in the third quarter and in early in the fourth quarter.
That's not what we pay him for, Ox. That's not what we pay him for.
I understand that, chill. I'm getting to that. I
Sure,
do
you
believe
paid him to
that.
help you in
But I
game too,
also
and you
think,
did.
but I also feel
And also too, he is their fourth option too. Chill, like.
So it doesn't matter. That's not
Like
what
it or
we're.
not.
I just let me just say what I'm saying real quick, and then I'll be quiet. So Mikal Bridges, I think he had some good moments. You know what I'm saying? But he has to be more aggressive. I think when Mike Brown sees Mikal Bridges playing this way, he has to either let Mikal Bridges know that you have to be more aggressive on the offensive end, or you're going to have to come sit down, because we need somebody that's going to be more aggressive, like Landry Shamet, Jordan Clarkson in there to score. You know what I'm saying? Because Jalen Brunson has to be a tough shot maker. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Brunson is not going to get any clean looks, he has to fight for all of these. Mikal Bridges, you did great in game 2.
We need
good
to
job.
be switching
Good job.
the offense.
Good. I understand that too, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at as well. I need somebody that's gonna be more aggressive. I need somebody to come set. Chill. I know you don't like the high screens from the point guards, but we have to set that early, or Jalen Brunson can't bring the ball up, because we can't get into our offense with 10 seconds on the shot clock, especially if Mikal Bridges isn't being aggressive. So I think there has to be some adjustment made for the Knicks on the offensive end, because Stephon Castle is causing some havoc for Jalen Brunson, and Mikal Bridges isn't being aggressive. So I just think that's a major thing that needs to be addressed for Mike Brown as how are we going to initiate this offense.
Yo, Ox, what do you think about Jalen Brunson actually playing more exclusively off ball? So
I'm okay with that.
And when I say off ball, I'm not saying you go sit in a corner. I'm not saying you just space the floor. I'm talking about him actually like coming off of screens. Chill, this is something you can appreciate. Dudes coming off double pin down screens, flare screens.
You mean like they were doing against Cleveland? You mean like what they were doing against Philly? You mean like what they were doing against Atlanta? As opposed to what we saw last night when they looked like the Knicks of old, where we got Jalen Brunson dribbling the air out the basketball and everybody just standing around watching him. And we got 7-6 seconds, and then he's trying to make a play for everybody else. Is that what you're trying to say, Ron?
I don't. Well, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Chill. If he's bringing the ball up, which I don't. If my thing is this: if I'm the coach in our offense, if Stephon Castle is guarding you, if Stephon Castle is guarding you, or if Cason Wallace is guarding you, or Asor Thompson is guarding you, you're not bringing up the ball. I don't care who you are.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not bringing the ball up anymore. We have other guys that can bring the ball up. To Ron's point, you could come down, you can come off of pin downs and catch the ball with 18 seconds left on the shot clock and run some offense. Chill, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, Chill?
Chill, because he's that's his job because he's the point guard. But we have to do other things.
I don't have
it's a different era though.
I don't have a problem.
It's not even. It doesn't matter what era it is. It's about the fact.
I don't have a problem.
It's about the fact that he's getting harassed. He's getting harassed, Chill.
I don't have a problem with you getting. I don't have a problem with you getting off the basketball. I don't have a problem with you advancing the ball and us getting into the offense that way. I don't have a problem with that. But what's going to happen, Ox, is the game is going to slow down. And with the game slowing down, which is exactly what it did last night, and I don't have outlets where we're getting chased to the hash mark. We're getting chased to 35, 40 feet away from the basket. And that's where our offense is starting. That's where my lead guard comes in, and he's got to break down the defense to collapse these guys.
He's not doing that, Chill.
Okay, he can't do it, Chill.
Stephon Castle is 6'6". He is long. He's 220 pounds. He's not allowing
strong too.
You can't just do that.
He's not,
so at some point when we're talking basketball, we have to maneuver. We have to strategize. I can't just beat a dead horse. I can't be like Jalen Brunson. You have to break him down. He gonna be looking like, Coach, I fucking can't.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, we need to do something else.
All right.
OG, go get the ball. Jose Alvarado, you come in from Mikal Bridges. He's not doing shit.
Right.
Let's do something else.
Okay, Ox, and I get that part. That's where Cat comes in. Is with Jalen Brunson as the primary ball handler, he's getting the ball to Cat. So when he gets the ball to Cat, whether it's at the right elbow, whether it's at the top of the key, that's the way our offense works. And when he gets blitzed last night and Cat is holding the ball out here while he's getting blitzed, there's open space in the floor, right in the middle of the floor. That's where Mikal Bridges comes in. That's where Jalen Brunson comes in. That's where OG Anunoby comes in. That's where our rotation guys come in because they can be second and, or I want to make sure I get this right, Ox, tertiary ball handlers. That's where those guys come in and they can get the basketball and they can make plays for us.
Well, sure, that's what we're saying.
Okay, right.
Jalen Brunson should be the tertiary ball handler because Stephon Castle's guarding him.
Right.
Jalen Brunson is not a point guard.
That's another thing too.
Can we start there?
So
I want Potato. Wait,
my bad. He's a scoring point guard. My bad. I don't know if that's what Penn meant. Well, Ox, that's what I said this era. That's why I said this era just a little bit ago when I was like,
if this was 1999, you'd be saying he's a combo guard. He's like,
it's 2026 though.
He's
no, I would not be
all
saying
right.
that. And the reason
you're talking about a guy who's averaging 4.3 assists to 4.3 turnovers in the NBA Finals. Okay, now I want Potato Head to come up here and give Shai Gilgeous-Alexander an apology because Shai had a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio against this exact same team.
Nobody's arguing that.
And by the way, Shai doesn't have anywhere near the level of spacing.
I don't even understand why we even talking about that.
How the hell are you getting 4.3?
No. I think it is. I think it is fair to bring up Shai. And the reason why I'm saying this, not for Penn's reasoning. The reason why, because I was going to bring up Shai. We seen what Stephon Castle and his defense did to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If they can do that to Shai, this guy right here, I think you're going to have some issues. And so, Chill, that's why I'm saying we literally seen this happen a series ago. You've seen 7 games of this. You should take what you've seen in that 7 games and these first 3 games, make some adjustments. Jalen Brunson can shoot the hell out the ball. He can come off screens. He can flare. He can do other things off the ball. Run that type of offense. Even if you have to put in Deuce McBride to play point guard, or if you got to put in Jose Alvarado, which I mean, that's obviously a small lineup, but for sure.
You can have Josh Hart handle the ball.
You can have
Josh Hart. That's what I was trying to wait to say. You have an automatic outlet in your offense when Josh Hart is on the court because he's basically not being guarded. So anytime Jalen Brunson, I wouldn't even have Jalen Brunson start with the ball. Inbound it to Josh. Is Wemby going to pick up Josh Hart full court? No, he's not, obviously. So now we can smoothly get the ball up the court. Brunson can now be working off ball to try to get some kind of separation away from Stephon Castle. Because bringing the ball up for Jalen Brunson right now with Castle hounding him, number one, he does something that point guards get taught early on you should never do, which is get right across the half-court line and then kind of stop waiting for – you got to get past the half-court line because now if you're getting real ball pressure, you can't retreat when you're already standing at the line. So he needs to push up on his dribble, He needs to work Stephon Castle down more to get a better screen to initiate, but it's hard to do when they're allowing Stephon Castle to be that physical with Jalen Brunson. One of the reasons why I thought Jalen Brunson would find some success in this series is because I didn't think the refs would allow Stephon Castle to be as physical with Jalen Brunson as he was with SGA because of the aesthetic dynamic, because Jalen Brunson is so small. But the ref said, to hell with that. Hey, little nigga, you just gonna have to deal with it. So it is what it is. Now at the point, he's not gonna score on Stephon Castle. And we don't need Jalen Brunson dribbling the air out of the ball for 17 seconds to end up shooting a highly contested mid-range jumper that he's not making. We need to get better offense than this. He needs to get off the basketball. Josh Hart do it, or let's find, like Chill was saying, let's start hitting Cat in the high top of the key area, because that's when the Knicks have looked their best this playoff run. It's kind of like Indiana Light, where it's like it's a organized chaos going on. Cat has the ball at the top of the screen. There's all this off-ball cutting and movement going on. And now you're putting the defense in a conundrum, because it's like, do we switch? Do I stay with this man? And that's how they've been playing, and that's what's been working. Not Brunson with the ball for 18 seconds.
And that's what ended up happening. And that's what ended up happening last night. I mean, I think that we got back to what they used to do when they had Tibbs, where he had the ball in his hands for the majority of the offense, and the offense got stagnant, and we didn't know exactly what we were doing. When they were playing against Philly, it was Cat catching the basketball at the high post. It was Cat catching the basketball at the elbow. There was action going on when Cat catches the basketball. So whenever they blitzed, it was Mikal Bridges flashing to the middle of the paint. When Mikal Bridges would flash to the middle of the paint, he would take that one dribble and knock down that mid-range jump shot. He would take that one dribble, swing the ball to whether it was Shamet over there, and then relocate to the corner where he's statistically the best three-point shooter in the league, where now I got the defense scrambling. Okay, San Antonio does a great job in closing space. And the reason why they do a great job in closing space is because of Wemby being in the front line of their defense. Okay, I can appreciate that part, real talk. But with that being said, there is open space on the floor, and there are spaces that we can attack when we get blitzed. And what I'm watching last night is I'm watching Cat get doubled, and I'm watching them stand around and watch him. And there are guys who are, no question about it, getting hounded when Cat gets doubled. And Cat isn't great passing out of the double team. He is good. He's not great passing out of the double team, which would explain why they dumb down the offense. I say all of that to say that there's open space on the floor that we can get to if we pay more attention to what's going on offensively instead of worrying about what Wemby's doing. Because I could be honest with you, Ox. If I'm watching Wemby, because if I let Penn tell it, Wemby is Lajuan, Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Dennis Rodman, all
Never
in one.
said that.
If I let Penn,
don't forget Dirk.
If I let Penn tell it defensively, I'm watching him close out. He's closing out on the low side almost every. He's closing out on the low side almost every time. So I'm able to get to the middle of the floor. And I know that Shamet doesn't have this in his game because he's not athletic enough. Ox, I'm going in there and I'm trying to punch it on Wemby. Them floaters trying to float the ball over the rim. He's going to smack that shit into the third row. He's smacking that shit right up against the glass. I'm going in there and I'm trying to punch it on him. He's going to have to knock me on my ass.
OG. Yeah, no.
He's going
to have to knock me on my ass. He's going to have to do that.
Landry Shamet, just when you go by him, either got to get into his body and then use the rim for protection or put it up higher. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get it on the glass quick. Like,
just
don't even try to make it. Just try to get on the glass because he's gonna try to block it.
We saw Josh Hart doing that in like game one and stuff like that too. But this is you can't have that separation. You know what I'm saying? Like physical separation between the two players, and then think that you're gonna just lay the ball up in front of the rim. I think Landry Shamet is smarter than that. I would assume. So I don't know what he was thinking right there. You got the rim. You can use the rim for protection. Just sneak it right over on this right side, or slow down, get into his body, try to draw the foul or something. But what he did was there was zero chance.
He gave him a free block.
I want to step in before we run to the bank and get this money. I want to step in and I want to ask you guys, what is your biggest takeaway from Game 3, or just from all three games? But if you can't specifically Game 3, what's your biggest takeaway? Mars, let's start with you.
The series as a whole, I think my biggest takeaway is that these teams are close. I think the series could be 2-1 either way right now. And biggest takeaway from Game 3, The Knicks' best player hasn't been their best player in any of the 3 games they played.
I can get with that.
That's probably my biggest takeaway.
I can get with that. I can definitely get with that.
No way.
I can get with that.
All right. Pin, what's your biggest takeaway?
That the Spurs are very young. You know, there's a clip of Tim Duncan in 2007 going up to LeBron James after the finals and saying, "This is about to be your league. Thanks for letting us get one." Right, y'all. I think y'all have all seen that. This kind of reminds me of that.
The one where they swept them?
Yes.
Yeah, the one where they swept them.
The one, so they shouldn't even have been there. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, sure. So my point largely is that I think this Spurs team is so scary. Like, you see the flashes, you see the potential, but you also see the self-implosion. You see the lack of discipline, the lack of development. Like, where is Stephon Castle going to be in a couple of years? That's exciting. Like, where is Dylan Harper going to be as a jump shooter in a couple of years, given the fact that he progressed so much in the second half of the season? Where is Victor Wembanyama going to be in terms of dealing with physicality and all this holding stuff that they're doing to him in a couple of years? And this team is going nowhere. All those guys are on their rookie contracts. And where would this team be if they had a capable jump shooter in place of, I don't know, Keldon Johnson, worst friggin' rotation player in NBA playoffs history? Not a fact. But my point is, I see the potential. I think the Knicks are going to lose this series. Still, I still feel that way. But I don't think it's anything in comparison to the version of the Spurs that we're going to see in years going forward.
All right, Big Ox, what you got for us? Biggest takeaways?
Biggest takeaways? You just got to be able to adjust, you know. You got to be able to adjust on the fly in these high pressure basketball games. You know, you got to be water. You know, you just got to be water. You can't just keep trying to do the same thing. And it goes for both ways. It's like I remember yesterday, Chill, you were talking about, you know, go with the guys that got you there. And I think that that hurt the Spurs at times with, you know, not letting the young fella Dylan Harper rock. I think that hurt the Knicks last night with just letting Mikal Bridges stay out there and not be aggressive. When you got like when you see Jordan Clarkson's trying to be super aggressive, you know, I think you just got to be water. You got to be able to flow. To flow. You got to be able to try different things, adjust, and do new things on offense and defense.
Very poetic, Ox.
Sounds like the game is constantly changing. That's what it sounds like.
Absolutely. You got to assume both coaches are going to be trying new things, and more importantly than that, Chill, the players too. You got to also. I feel like I say this a lot, that a player having a bad game one doesn't mean they're going to have a bad game two. So if I can't just assume all these players are going to keep doing the same thing. You know what I mean, Chill? So it's like I got to be ready to, as a coach. I got to be ready to. They got 12 dudes over here. We got 12 dudes over here. I got to make sure that my 12 dudes are ready to adjust to their 12 dudes, or I got to make sure that I can make their 12 dudes adjust to my 12. You know what I'm saying? And also realize that he's over there trying to do the same thing. You know?
I just feel like we're in a space now where we're in a space now where, like, you know me. It's the finals. This isn't January. This isn't April. This is the NBA championship. We are who we are, and we got our rotations down. Like, trying new things at this juncture. I mean, I don't want to sound like the get off my lawn type of dude, but there's a reason why we're here. Last night, that's not what got us here. That the way that team played, no. Mm-mm.
But don't you feel something that the Spurs are doing is forcing their hand into playing that way a little bit? I think the Spurs rotations were amazing, but also I think I'm surprised nobody said of their grand takeaways that Becky was right. She might be right. You got 82 points on 83 shots, or 82 shots on 83 points, or whatever the hell Jalen Brunson got right now. I mean, that is
they not ready to hear that right now. They don't want to hear you.
That's because
call Becky out.
It's not about not being ready. It's because the day she said it, we all, well, anybody with any sense said she's absolutely cooking. Like,
okay, first and foremost, I'm sorry, Ox, to interrupt you. Last I checked, real talk, can you remind me what's going on in the series? How many games have we played?
3.
And who's won the most games?
The Knicks.
They are in control of this series, Penn. What are you talking about? It's not like
they're not in control of the series. They're not in control of the. They're up to. Time out.
No, Ron, you're not.
There's a difference. No. There is a difference.
And Victor Wembanyama was doing what Victor Wembanyama was doing. You would say that they're in control of this series. The New York Knicks are in complete control of this series. They're up 2-1 in this. They're up 2-1. They got game 4 in their building. What are you talking about? They're not in control of the series. You guys are so enamored with Victor Wembanyama that it's ridiculous. And I can appreciate how awesome he's going to be. I don't hate him. Stop the bullshit. I'm just tired of listening to you.
Can I tell you why they're not in control, Chill?
He is. Well, he's not that awesome. He is awesome. Holy shit. I'm not going to argue that point. He is awesome. He is not that awesome. I'm listening to you dudes tell me that the Knicks, who are up in the series in the NBA championship, they just went into their building. They just went into their building and beat them twice. And you're literally.
Can I tell you why they're not in control?
You literally sitting here.
What the hell would you be saying about Victor Wembanyama if he had as many turnovers as assists in this series? What would you be saying about Victor Wembanyama if he was shooting the splits like Jalen Brunson shooting? What would you be saying about Victor Wembanyama if he got cooked the way Cat got cooked yesterday? You would be saying he's trash.
I would not.
We didn't say he was trash after game 1 when he was getting cooked.
Said he was. I didn't say he was trash when they played in the Western Conference semifinals when he had 11 points and 15 rebounds against Rudy. I didn't say that he was trash when he had I think it was game 4 against Oklahoma City. I didn't say he was trash then. No. What I'm saying about this group right now, they are behind the 8 ball. They're down. The New York Knicks went into their building and beat them
the defending champions were up 3-2. 3-2 against the Spurs team. And they said, oh, we got it. We got it.
My weren't in control of the series. They still were in control of the series when they were up 3-2. That still was going on. It wasn't
can I tell you why the Knicks aren't in control of the series? Yeah, we might have 2 different definitions of control. When I hear you say they're in control, are they leading the series? Yes. Are they in a driver's seat? Obviously, they're up 2-1. I'm gonna tell you why they're not. I'm gonna tell you why they're not in control of the series. Hey, it might be a self-driving car, Ox, or it might be like you when your girl's in the passenger seat telling you where to go. Don't go that way. Take this right. Stop. Don't go that fast. Pull over. I want to drive. Stop by the gas station. Go in there and grab me a pack of squares. I done rode in the backseat with you and your girl. I know how you guys get down. I'm going to tell you why they're not in control of the series. I shouldn't have threw that. I shouldn't have threw that on my nigga. But either way it goes, I'm going to tell you why they're not in control, Chill. Because the Spurs have literally had a double-digit lead in every game in this series. The Spurs have got out to a fast start in every game of the series. Yes, I understand the Knicks have come back every single time. But if you ask me, if a team can go up double digits every single first half, you're not in control of this game. They are giving it back to you.
Did you feel that way about the Trailblazers when they were up every game of the 4 games?
Joe, stop doing this. You like that shot that Wemby took.
Did you say that about the Trailblazers when they were up by double digits in every game against the Golden State Warriors in 2019 in the Western Conference Championship, and they proceeded to get swept? Did you say that about them, that the Warriors weren't in control of that series, even though they were down double digits every game? And they came back and won.
Yeah. I think that's more of a Blazer problem than it is a Warrior problem. If you ask me, if you are able to go up double digits in every game, you're controlling the game. And I'm gonna tell you,
because they're gonna let us back. We're playing to the point where we know for a fact. And I knew this yesterday was why when I was watching it, Ron. They're gonna let us back in the game. Just keep playing. They're gonna let you back in. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the 12-point lead.
Chill,
Don't worry about
Fox has not even shown up in the series yet.
What do you mean the series? According to
he
you,
has not.
You ain't see game 2
last game.
Hold up.
He
shot 4 for 14 last night.
Penn, I need you to hold that thought. I'm sorry I have to do this because we are finna cook. You be quiet too. We are finna cook your ass today. No. And I'm gonna tell you why you gonna get cooked, and I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna be an unbearable summer. You sat up here yesterday and let Swiper, Ox, and Real Talk jump me, and you ain't step in and I do nothing.
Now we're not finna let you get
You be quiet too. Hey, you sat up here and didn't let these guys
chill. You didn't help me.
What was I supposed to do with that?
Nah. Because when I don't control the show, Ron, this is your fault. Ron, drive the ship. Ron, yada yada yada. But let Swiper come up here, derail the show. Let Mr. Clean Anthony Towns come up here and go on a tangent. Y'all sit back and let him do it. Kiki ha ha, laugh with him. Let Swiper bring up a topic that's not even anything related to the panel. Y'all let him do it. If Ron does something, Ron, see, this is your fault. No, I'm gonna tell you, this is your fault this summer when I'm blaming this on you. The same way you're gonna blame things on me when I'm going crazy this summer, and having a ball. Don't even be mad because it is finna be a wild summer chat.
You said it's gonna be unsufferable. Is that what you said?
Yes, chill. But I have to tell you guys about a place called Splash Sports, a great place where we can all make money, a great place where we can all be friends, and a great place where each and every one of us can have success. You see, on the panel, we rock with Splash Sports because they have the highest multipliers in the industry. You can't make more money anywhere else than on Splash Sports. And with us being winners, that's why we rock with Splash Sports. You can download the Splash Sports app by scanning this QR code on the screen or simply just clicking the link in the bio. Once you do that, you'll get to the Splash Sports Dash, and they will give you a ton of players that you can take more or less on, anywhere from 2 to 6 players. And when you do that, you'll cash out and win money. It's really that simple. We're going to show you guys how it's done right here, right now. Before I do that, remember that on Splash Sports, you compete against other fans, not against the house. Nobody wants to play against the house. Nobody wants to play against a sports book. Nobody wants to play against an algorithm. On Splash Sports, it is literally an even playing field. It's you versus another person. And if you outsmart that other person, you win the pot. It's as simple as that. Let's show you guys how it's done right here, right now.
Mm-hmm. Who do we have? No, who do we have? And this is for tomorrow.
Yeah. This is for game 4.
This is for tomorrow. Let's see. Let me take a look at Mikal Bridges' line, Ron.
Big Ox? Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a look at Mikal Bridges' line. 12.5 points. I think I'm gonna get more than 12.5 points than what I got yet. I definitely think I'm gonna get more than 12.5. I'll take the more on that. Yes, I will. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't get that from him yet. I didn't get anything from him yesterday. I expect to get more from him on Wednesday night. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. You got something that you want to throw in?
Let me get a magnet ball game from Landry Shamet. He's going over 8 points in game 4.
I think you can get more from Landry Shamet at 8 points. I do think that. Yes, real talk. Yes.
I'm gonna jump in here.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm gonna take the less.
Amazing pick. Such an amazing pick. You know, I actually was thinking the same thing, but a guy for the Knicks, I wanted to take the less too. But you know what?
We got a Lester, Ron?
Nah. I don't even want to do that. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to think negative thoughts. What I want to think about is a guy who is starting to look more like himself the more and more that the playoffs go on. You know, my man De'Aaron Fox, he had a high ankle sprain. And it was times where it looked like, you know, he's been cooked. And it looked like he shouldn't even be out there. But the last few games, De'Aaron's starting to look a little better. And so I'm starting to see him get a little bit more burst. Y'all seen that move that he made on Jalen Brunson late in the game where he got to the rack, Euro-stepped him. Give me the more on De'Aaron Fox's points. I do think 16. Oh, no, that's
14 and a half.
Yeah. Give me the more on that. I think we have a 20-plus game coming from De'Aaron Fox in game 4. And on top of that, the Spurs are going to need it. Wow. So, go ahead and cue that up, Big Ox. That's how we rocking today on Splash Sports. If you guys like our picks, take our picks and make our picks and then make some money from our picks. If you don't like our picks, if you hate our picks, then, well, you have the option to choose your own picks. That's the beauty of Splash Sports. Pick anywhere from 2 to 6 players. Pick more or less on their player projections. You will get 100% deposit match up to $50 or 100% quick picks boost when you use code CHOICE. That's how we rock it, and that's what we think is going to happen in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. All right, fellas, it is about that time to get around to these super chats. Let's go ahead and do it. The people have spoken. We spoke, but the people have spoken back to us. So let me argue with both of them. Go ahead and do it. So even though last year in the fourth quarter, 448 Damon. Am I arguing two people at one place? I'm trying to figure out Hold on, real quick. Stay right here.
Yo, Ron, what's going on?
I saw Shaq in the fourth quarter against the defensive player of the year, Dikembe Mutombo, dominate him throughout that series.
How old was Dikembe Mutombo?
What was Kobe when he was a high school player who we didn't know
when they went to the finals and won. What was Kobe? Was he an All-NBA level player?
When they went to, he was an All-NBA level player. Yes, he was. And so was Jamal Murray.
No, he wasn't.
So
LeBron year 3 is an All-NBA, right? And in year 22 he's All-NBA.
And that doesn't mean that he's technology. That doesn't mean that he's still playing.
Why didn't Kareem do that? Why didn't Kareem do that?
What the hell? Why?
That was fire.
Why? What was that about?
Is Ron
and now he's frozen.
What is happening right now?
Ron,
what is going on?
Do your job. Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
Wait, was that on purpose or
was that on purpose, Ron? Yeah. We can't even hear you now.
We can't hear you.
We can't even hear you, Ron. This dude is garbage. Trash.
Can y'all hear me now?
Now we can hear you, Ron. Hey, Ox,
my bad.
Ron.
My bad,
hey,
y'all.
Ox,
technical difficulties. My
Ox,
bad, y'all.
Ox, I can see you the coach, right? Ox is snatching this dude's jersey and getting somebody in the game to get Ron ass off the floor. Let's go, get him. Get him off the floor, right?
No, don't even come sit by me. Though. I don't got no
job at the bottom of a cereal box. How did you get this job? How did you get this employment?
But this look, I'm not even sitting you down to talk to you. Don't sit next to me, but go take a shower, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I will say this. If you haven't seen Swiper versus Chill, go check that out because that was an amazing, matchup, an amazing debate. Go check that out. And then we have some other debates that you guys can go check out too. But let's get back into these super chats. I got a $20 super chat.
You did it on purpose. You should have played it off like it was trying to preview the, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oxendale was dope too.
Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with turning the ball over.
Yes, it is.
No, it happens. This is a backup computer. All right. Hey, I'm playing in my shoes that I'm not even supposed to play in. Hey, I slipped on a layup and lost the ball.
My only thing is this though, Chill. I'm turnover prone, right? But I'm gonna turn it over and pretend like, hey, I did that because I wanted to play some defense. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get the ball back. I wasn't nothing to worry about that. I just wanted to block a shot.
But yeah, chat, y'all go watch that Chill and Swiper debate. It was amazing. Absolutely. However, 448 Damon said, "Why do older people dislike Wemby so much?"
Oh, not this nigga, man. God damn.
I mean,
old heads.
Isn't it obvious?
What's obvious?
Isn't it obvious why they don't like him?
It's obvious that some people don't think Wemby's as good as some people do. That doesn't mean that other people don't like Wemby. It's just exhausting to deal with these imbeciles.
Imbeciles, huh?
He actually, Ron, that super chat, it was directed specifically toward me. He's been in the chat talking about me the entire time about old head this, old head that, old head this, old head that. He probably a 17-year-old kid that complains at the park every time somebody puts hands on him. That's why he complains about the officiating, what's going on in every series. He's the dude that whenever he gets hit to the floor, foul. So like that's who that dude is. And you know the keyboard warriors. You know who they are. You know the type of person that play in open gym and call 15 fouls. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Can we please?
People complain.
Oh, you're traveling. Like,
people complain about things that make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's him.
No, but that's the truth.
People complain about sucker shit.
Yeah,
sucker shit makes me uncomfortable.
When people started saying that LeBron might be better than Michael Jordan, in 2014, 2015, a lot of people reverted and started hating LeBron a lot, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
And they started
talking
specifically.
about yourself?
I mean, not really.
Yes.
I didn't hate LeBron. I didn't hate LeBron. I didn't hate LeBron. When people started putting Kevin Durant into top 10 conversations with Larry Bird after winning back-to-back rings, I think some people started to hate on Kevin Durant. It makes people uncomfortable because it feels like you're erasing something, and they feel like, okay, well, I saw this guy and you didn't see this guy, but I saw Larry Bird do X, Y, Z, and I ain't never seen Victor Wembanyama do X, Y, Z. And I think for Chill, he's seen Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all these guys do X, Y, Z, and he just wants to wait before Wemby does some of the shit that those guys did before putting them in those conversations. I think what I'm trying to say is at 22, ain't none of them doing what he's doing. So I'm happy to put him in any conversations and every conversation because I really don't have any nostalgia bias other than Michael Jordan.
Right. So why can't we ever just listen to what people are saying instead of, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being fake psychiatrists and shit like that, why don't we ever just listen to what somebody says and be like, oh, that's how you feel? Instead of saying, well,
but that's not really how people feel.
But how you gonna tell somebody how they feel?
People don't speak how they feel.
You know what I'm saying? Like, see what I'm saying?
95% of your brain is subconscious.
I'm with Penn on this one.
Instead of thinking that you're a shrink or that you know some shit that you don't know, like instead of thinking that you're some psychiatrist, you're some shrink, like instead of doing that, why don't you just listen to what Chill said and then say, oh, Chill, I see that you think that. You know, I think this way. Instead of you know what I'm saying, like always trying to psychoanalyze everything. Let's just accept what people are saying. Like for instance, when I say that I think this person outplayed this person, that doesn't mean I think the other person sucks. You know, it's just like that doesn't mean, oh, you hate him. That doesn't mean that you think they're the worst player ever. That just means I don't necessarily think he is as good as you think he is, but maybe one day he will be.
I'm tired, like with the Wemby
discussion.
That,
Ox. Imagine me waiting for you to turn into what I think you're going to turn into instead of it getting pushed onto me that you're going to be this right now. Imagine that.
What's good, Jay?
Yo, they're going to invite my boy up here after the loss. That's crazy work.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see you, Jay.
That's crazy work.
Yo, some people show up after the loss. Some people don't.
The wins too. I've been here.
So,
yo, but chilling Ox though.
He could have. Where was the invite when they won? That's what I'm saying.
Jay, you was here last week, right?
I was here both wins.
You was here last week, right? Real talk.
You was here both wins? Okay.
No, because the other one was on Friday. The other one was on Friday. You talking about Game 7 win and Game 1 win.
Yeah.
Hey, chillin' Ox though. Right quick before we move off of this topic with Wemby.
We want to hear this shit.
I understand. What did you just say in the pin? Oh, well, how about you try to understand what the other person's saying instead of
no. That's not what I said. What I said is I'm not going to try to break down what you say and say something else. What I said is
Ron, another nigga that don't listen. I don't know why you acting surprised.
I said I don't want to hear your shit. I didn't say I'm not. I didn't say I'm not going to.
All right, for sure. Well, guess what? You gonna hear it, nigga.
Oh, shit.
All I'm saying is, and it ain't even one of those though. All I'm saying is, I respect you guys' opinion. If you guys don't think Wemby is as good as we think he is, and all of that, the only thing I'm not liking with this Victor Wembanyama stuff is that everybody wants to project into the future, and you guys that say he's not as good as we think he is yet. He might be that good, and then other people are saying he's going to be that good. I just want to talk about right now what we've seen and how good I think he is in the pantheon of players. I think Victor Wembanyama is like that. I don't care about 5 years from now because we're not there yet. I'm not like this isn't an investment account. I'm not investing into what Wemby's going to be in 5 years. I'm talking about what he is right now. I think Wemby is spectacular. I think Wemby's amazing. If he doesn't ever get better, if he stays as good as he is,
you think he's the best player in the league?
Yeah, so I'm saying even if he stays as good as he is right now for the next 7 years, we're in for a treat. That's all I want to talk about.
I think we are talking a little bit past each other right now, but it's all going to one simple thing. Okay, so there are a few things. What Chill has done, and I do agree with like Ron and Penn more so on this aspect of the conversation. Chill always talks about how much better Victor Wembanyama is going to be, right? And I think we all up here agree with that. But I think when Chill does that, a lot of the time, in my opinion, Chill, you do then kind of dismiss how good he already is because you know he's going to be better.
I do believe that you somewhat do that. I do think that Victor Wembanyama right now has a case of being the best player in the league. Even though he is young, he has flaws, he has deficiencies, right? And he's going to get better, but he might already be better than everybody else. Him being better than himself is not the same race as him being better than everybody else. Those are two different things. That's number one. Number two, I do think that sometimes because, and I do this myself, it's like internet brain. And so some people have a certain perspective or something, or a certain opinion, right, Chill? And so then you'll have somebody like Chill who disagrees with it. And instead of acknowledging what he's saying on face value, you have to find a reason as to why he's wrong because he doesn't agree with your opinion. Thus, you're putting something on him that he hasn't even said, right? But to you, you are so correct in your opinion that, there has to be some kind of agenda or something going on because he's disagreeing with me. If Chill doesn't think that Wemby is as good as the best player in the league right now, that doesn't mean that Chill hates Victor Wembanyama. He just disagrees with your opinion on that. I just think several things can kind of be true at the same time.
And there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with opinions.
You can hate the narrative around a player without hating the player.
Correct.
Right. I love Nikola Jokic. I hate the narrative around Nikola Jokic.
Since when? Oh, you're talking about the
Wemby is.
Wait,
I think Wemby is
awesome.
But I think that there's some things that I think Wemby.
He thinks he's not culpable.
Yeah, zero self-awareness. Yeah, like I think the narrative around Wemby is people want to rush the gun and say that he's this and that. He has a lot of holes. But despite the lot of holes, despite the fact that he still doesn't read the court really well defensively or offensively, and a lot of what he's doing is based on instinct,
he's still better than a lot of other people. He's still better than most.
He's better than damn near everybody.
He's still better than
most. You know what?
Guys.
He did it in the regular season.
Yes.
And let's just be honest, if he played a few more games and a few more minutes, I think it's a very good case he's MVP.
Like I'm listening to y'all
good case.
I talk about Wemby as a defender. I think he's a phenomenal defender.
But
you telling me he's the best defensive player in NBA history today, and I'm gonna crash my car into a telephone pole because no, he ain't. He ain't that good yet. He's getting there. I think he's going to be there, but he's not that yet. But that doesn't discount how awesome a defender I think he already is. I just don't think he's that good yet. That's all.
Is he the best defender in the NBA today?
Yes.
Yes.
Clearly.
Is he the best defender in the NBA this decade?
Yes. 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 Shut up. Yes.
Pen, relax, Pen.
Yeah, let the guy think.
Better?
Please.
He's
relax,
thinking.
Pen.
You go Rudy Gobert, Anthony
Holy
Davis,
shit.
Draymond Green. Like,
relax, Pen.
What are you thinking?
Please, because when you talk about, Pen, Mars, let's stay right here. Pen, why is he the best defender since 2020? Why?
Because he changes everyone's angles in a very wide.
Rudy Gobert did that in 2021. Rudy Gobert did.
Okay, cool. And what I'm going to say is that if Rudy Gobert is at half court, right? If Rudy Gobert is at half court and a player catches the basketball at the corner, he's not able to sprint into that situation and contest that shot like Wemby did with Jared McKee.
Okay, so he doesn't guard the long ball line as well as Wemby does, even though Wemby's not that good of a closeout defender.
Wemby's blow-by rate in the finals has been horrific. I think I read a stat where like 60%.
Which is what the problem was which is the problem with Rudy Gobert in 21. With him having to come out to with him having to come out to the long ball line. So
ironically, we can leave Rudy Gobert out of it. He has a worse blow-by rate than Luka Doncic did.
So again, we have a similar problem. We got a blow-by rate issue. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so I think that I said this, I think 7 months ago, that I think he's one of the smarter basketball players. That he's picking up on patterns, that all this chess stuff that he does. I just think he's a genuinely really smart dude.
Okay,
it's
so
not just
so it's Rudy Gobert.
So it's Rudy Gobert. So is Bill Russell. So most good defenders are pretty smart. I just think that when you talk about the physical profile of what he's not yet done for his body, like he's not as coordinated as he's going to be in a few years.
What does this have to do with him being the best defender of this decade? Keep going, Penn.
his ability to cover space is the greatest skill. I think that's the greatest thing.
Rudy Gobert had a great.
I don't think Rudy Gobert covers the space that you think that Victor Wembanyama does. I don't. I don't think
you literally just told me that You literally just told me that Wemby has a difficult time closing out, and he gets blown by, which is the same issue
in this finals. He's had a horrible blow by rate, and
it was the same thing going on against Minnesota. It was the same thing going on in the playoffs. It's the same thing that's been going on in the regular season. But the problem is that because he's so good at recovering that you don't see it, which is the same thing that was going on with Rudy. But now let's talk about Rudy Gobert defensively in terms of schemes, in terms of calling out plays, in terms of understanding that. You literally just told me that Wemby isn't as good, but because he isn't as polished, but because he's so good at recovering and just being better than everybody else physically, that it makes up for it. Rudy Gobert Rudy Gobert makes up for that because he's smart. Rudy Gobert makes up for that stuff because he's a better glass cleaner. Rudy Gobert makes up for that because he's I'm not gonna say shot blocker, but he's a better shot blocker.
Why are people
definitely a better post defender?
Why are people
and
so
these are the things that
you
these are the things that you're talking about. You literally just told me that that Wemby is the best defender of this decade. Shouldn't even be having a conversation about it. So that's clearly not
shouldn't
true,
be having a conversation
right
about
now.
it.
We're literally just doing it right. We're doing it right now. And I just gave you the guideline of why.
So I could definitely say that we don't need to debate the morality of World War II, and you could be like, "Nah, we need to talk about it." We could definitely do. We can have debates about things that don't belong in debates.
Didn't have that. We had an atomic bomb.
This is way more. I mean, both are subjective.
I'm sorry. I have never seen a player scare other stars and other capable all-star level players from attempting shots at the rim. I have never seen
the 23 playoffs.
Yes. I have never seen a player
Minnesota don't that scared
who forces a 7-footer like Isaiah Hartenstein to completely change the release point on his hook shots and on his push shots the way that Wemby has. I think that he makes defense to me is about making people uncomfortable. Wemby makes people very uncomfortable.
Pretty confident.
I have seen star level players just quit on games and just completely just lose their mind trying to go up against this guy. It's demoralizing. I see a lot of people say that he's a block merchant, this and that, and you can point to the weaknesses, and there are plenty of weaknesses. Sometimes he gets bodied for offensive rebounds. Sometimes he's a little bit out of position. Sometimes he falls over his own feet a little bit. Sometimes he gets blown by Karl-Anthony Towns because he's too close. But when this guy figures out, I think there's a reason why the OKC Thunder were up 3-2 and couldn't close out that series. I think there's a reason why that the New York Knicks are up 2-1 right now, and I don't think anyone in New York feels completely comfortable saying this series is over. And it's because of this guy. Because it certainly is.
Also because of Knick history, not just.
Jay
Let's relax. Real talk. Let's relax.
I mean, y'all are used to being disappointed. Let's not act oblivious.
Let's take it easy, brother. Let's take it easy, brother.
Now, Jay might be super comfortable, but I don't think I'm comfortable saying that if Wemby dials in for a half, you're not scoring at the rim. You're just not scoring at the rim. You're going to have very awkward shots at the rim.
But he should probably just dial in for the whole game. If that's the case.
Well, wait a minute, Mars. I mean, was he not dialed in when OG Anunoby punched it on him twice already?
Punched it on him.
Was he not?
No, he wasn't dialed in on those plays. He wasn't
dialed in. Like he wasn't. He wasn't.
Act like Rudy be getting dunked on. Dikembe got dunked on.
But we haven't made the claim that when Rudy's dialed in, no one scores at the rim.
Nobody said that about him. That claim. Like he wasn't dialed in.
We have to now we have to say every time Wemby gets scored on the rim, he wasn't dialed in.
What does that mean, right? Exactly. So I guess he wasn't dialed in when Jose Alvarado.
Y'all don't have to be nasty today. You guys don't have to do that.
You can't just say stuff like that, Ron.
What did Victor Wembanyama? What did Victor Wembanyama
when Steph's dialed in, he
after
just
game
never
2?
misses a three.
Right.
So I guess every time he misses a three,
y'all don't have to do chilling, Mars. You guys are being disgusting right now.
Why are we being disgusting?
Because we all know good.
I ain't really trying.
No, because we know good defenders all get cooked. We seen what Jalen Brunson did to Asar last year when he made him touch the floor and hit a game winner on him. We see good defender. Good defender.
Was he not dialed in on that play, Ron? Was he not dialed in on that play? Was he not trying?
Yo, don't mention dialed into me. I'm not talking about that. That is Penn's dialed in thing. We all know good defenders get cooked. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You can still be the best defender in the world and get cooked. Just like Jokic is the best offensive center we've ever seen, and he's gotten shut down before. It happens.
Ron. By who? Wait, by who? By who? Who's the best defender up here?
Well, Jokic really wasn't out in, but that's a whole. That's an isolated incident, though.
Ron is the best defender up here. Can we agree on that?
No, Jay's up here. No, Jay is.
I'm a better
Jay, you the best. You
man, me when I'm dialed in.
Okay, Jay, I was not familiar with your game, but okay, if you're a lockdown defender, can you agree that there's levels of intensity that you play depending on what the situation is, what the score is, what quarter you're in? Like there's levels to defensive aggression, and when you are defensively locked in a must-win situation, in a must-stop situation, that there is a level that you can get to where the offensive player is going to be suffocated.
Sure.
Great defenders can do that. OG Anunoby can do that. OG is a great defender. Scotty Barnes can do that. Asar Thompson can do that. When Wemby decides they're not going to score, chill. I have seen teams go like 12-point quarters, 14-point quarters, because he's stopping. He's stopping. Like he stopped.
2021 Rudy Gobert dominated games defensively. Dominated.
Rudy Gobert
shut
can
the
dominate
door on teams.
The difference between these two players is speed.
As a rebounder, as a shot blocker, as a paint presence, he shut the door on teams defensively. Okay. Shut the door on them.
He can
that
shut
was going
the paint
on.
Down. He can shut the paint down. And
not shut the paint down. I'm talking about shut games down defensively. Shut the door on teams. You're not scoring in the paint. You're not going to get a bucket off.
Yeah,
and on top of that, I'm a better post defender than you are. That is a fact.
Yeah, Penn, I don't think Wemby's the only guy that's been able to just turn a team's water off.
I'm not saying he's the only guy who can turn a team's water off. There's like 5 or 6 defenders over the last 5 years who can do that, but I'm saying this guy's court coverage is insane, Joe. I'm talking about stopping passes. Yes. His length is madness. And I'm sorry, when's the last time Rudy Gobert made it to the finals? Last I checked, he's had Donovan Mitchell. He's had Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah. He's cooking now. That boy cooking up. Hey, that boy good.
He's had some. Rudy Gobert's second best player, if you want to assume that Rudy Gobert was the best player on all his teams, which he absolutely was not.
Number one seeds.
Okay. He has never made it to this level.
And I'm glad you
Wemby making it here at 22 with a team that is the youngest team in the league. How do we keep pretending that the shit is an accident?
So wait a minute. Stay right there, Penn. Stay right there, Penn. Is Rudy Gobert at minimum a 10% offensive player that Wemby is?
What the hell does that mean?
I'd like to think that averaging 25 and 12 matters and getting to the NBA championship. I'd like to think that has something to do with it.
A little bit.
The fact that I'm awesome on defense.
It absolutely does, Chill.
I'd like to think that, real talk. I'm just saying. I know that I'm awesome on defense, but I'd like to think that I can give you 25 to 28 on a Tuesday has something to do with us getting to the NBA championship. I'd like to think that. But we're getting off the subject here. Let's get back to me.
Okay, you keep talking about Rudy Gobert. Is Wemby at 21, 22 years old the second best defender you've seen this decade? If so, that's still mighty impressive. I'll concede that.
He's in the conversation.
Rudy.
Okay. In the conversation.
We could do that.
Like, look, man, like there's a lot of shit this guy hasn't seen. Like great players get better the more they play against certain guys.
But see, Penn, you're right. You're right, but that's the point. I want to stop doing that. Because we don't know if Wemby's going to get better. I 100% believe he's going to be better. I believe Wemby's going to be ridiculously better. But here's my thing. No, I absolutely agree. But I'm tired of, we've been doing that with Wemby for the last 2 years. Oh, he's going to be this. He's going to be this. He's going to be this. Let's just talk about what but chill. He got the job and he's the best at the job. I'm not saying he's the best.
When I first joined PC, what is the best from day one?
Facts. What is the most valuable? What is the most valuable real estate on the court?
What is the most valuable real estate on the
probably courtside tickets?
No, on the court,
yesterday.
Not next to the court. On the court. What is the most valuable? The paint, right? The paint. Victor Wembanyama is a master of the paint. 100%. Defensively, He is stopping you from getting anything you want in the paint. Offensively, you have to send 2 defenders to him to stop him at the paint.
Now we're talking about him as a player. We ain't talking about him as a defender no more. We're talking about him as a player now. Okay,
we're talking about him as a defender and an offensive player. I'm telling you,
so as a player,
is dominating the most.
It's the same thing. The
most optimal, the most valuable zone. The most valuable zone. A lot of people don't understand. Like, why do we spread the offense out? Why do we have the spacing that we do? It's to open up layups at the rim. We want to create spacing. The Boston Celtics create spacing. The Phoenix Suns create spacing because ultimately the goal of every offense is to get open layups.
And you do this with us all the time. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And there are other defenders like Anthony Davis. There's other defenders like Rudy Gobert who also did that too. That basically shut the paint down. But what you do, again, what you just did a second ago, talking about offense, is you're throwing us off the track. This was about Rudy Gobert. This was about Wemby. This was about being the best defender of this decade and making an argument for why he was, because you made it clear to me that there is no other player in this decade that's better than him defensively, and it's not even close. Meanwhile, I got to listen to you telling me that Rudy Gobert couldn't make it to the NBA Finals, but Wemby can, and completely leaving out the other stuff. Completely leaving out why. At 22 years old, completely leaving out the other stuff.
First try.
That's important. I'd like to stay on track here. And what is on track here?
I better be lucky he had blood clots.
What on track here is Rudy Go? What on track?
Joe, first try. His first fucking try.
Actually, it's his third try. He's been in the league for 3 years.
By the way,
Dylan Harper's first.
By the way,
Dylan Harper's first try.
He's not been here. This isn't day one.
Carter Bryant's first try.
Sorry, y'all. He had to get his Anthony. He had to get his Anthony Edwards and Donovan Mitchell. All right, now that he got him, thank you, Dylan Harper. Now, finally, But fellas, I do want to move on though. I want to continue to keep these super chats lit. The next super chat I got is from The Godfather 51. The Godfather said, 651. The Godfather said, hey, Jay, you want to read this?
No, that's mean.
He said, W New York fans just embracing everyone with the Spurs jersey. They deserve a title.
Now, let me read it. Fuck the New York fans. Just insulting everyone with the New York Spurs jersey. They don't deserve a title.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, now
sorry.
y'all wonder why I'm wearing a New York jersey.
My family uninvited me from Thanksgiving. My family uninvited me from Thanksgiving for all the shit I've been talking about the New York Knicks. My bad, yo.
As they should.
Man, I'm sorry.
And keep it up. You're not gonna be at Christmas neither, nigga.
Hey, but hold up though. That's crazy. Hey, Jay, can you tell us what's going on in these New York streets right now? Y'all stripping people's jerseys off of them. Y'all beating people up. Y'all rioting. Like, what's going on out there?
You can't say nothing because
I don't know nothing about that. What I know is this, right? I work. I don't know, but my day job is I'm work operations at a homeless shelter, and I've never seen so many people with so much going on in their life come together for a game and just sit down and smile and be able to take a break from life and enjoy and high five and share a meal together, and that was beautiful. That's what I know New York to be. I don't know what you guys are seeing, the propaganda on the internet. That's not happening.
Well, then let me do this then, Jay. Because I told y'all's asses, don't show up to Manhattan in them Spurs jerseys. And that's if you in Manhattan, if you in New York, if you see anybody in any jersey besides a New York Knickerbockers jersey, I don't care if it's the Nets, I don't care if it's the Liberty. If you don't got a New York Knicks jersey off, you're getting stripped for it. Snatch it off their body.
Assault.
Yes.
What the hell are we doing?
Assault. Real talk. If you're in New York City, in any borough, if you're in the Bronx, if you're in Queens, if you're on Staten Island,
Bin Laden.
No. Relax. You relax. Exactly. Snatch it off their body.
Yep. If you're in Westchester, nigga, it's still happening. Whatever you at, Albany, don't play. It's up there.
Yeah, turn up, Jay. I'm talking.
That's why I'm up in Buffalo talking my shit. Hey, but when I come to the boroughs, I'll be representing. You know.
That's how you know, Ron.
Yes, 2K. Hey, 2K. 2K God. I mean, I don't care. You can if you got a Rangers jersey, Mets jersey, Yankees jersey.
Well, don't nobody wear the Mets jerseys.
Don't wear that shit. A New York Football Giants jersey. Don't wear that shit. New York Knicks or nothing.
I just want to say fuck James Dolan. I just want to say that.
I just want to say fuck you. Why you talking about Jay? Hey, watch your mouth. We not playing right now.
Ox capping for billionaires. Why am I not surprised?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You better chill out, my boy.
You goddamn right.
For the people, unless
hey,
it's
look,
time.
Look. We out here making the NBA great again.
Man. So because James Dolan wants a tax break, half of New York got to be shut down. Fans got to be put out.
Yeah,
we got to shut down the streets.
Yeah,
we got to bring the National Guard.
No. So I actually
Air Force One.
I work really
that
close to Madison
shit, bro.
Garden, and that shit was crazy yesterday. It really looked like we was preparing for a terrorist attack. Like it looked crazy. Like it looked crazy.
Could have been. Hey,
deserved.
You got to be safe out there.
They was in the train station with rocket launchers. They was ready to go.
I'm just sorry he can't lose another
outside
election.
the Garden, and I work in Madison Square Garden. I'm outside the Garden for an hour before I can get in. I'm about to get fired with this dude. I need my job, yo. I can't even get in the building.
That'd be all right.
Nah, it was crazy.
I'm about to get fired.
I told y'all Wemby was gonna go off yesterday because he hates Mr. Redman.
Oh yeah.
He hates him.
Oh, that's what that was.
We don't care. He not American.
So?
Oh my
Ron,
God.
you're muted. Oh my
everybody.
Jay, obviously Donald Trump was there yesterday.
For sure.
Obviously, security was through the roof. Can you just kind of talk to us about what has transpired in New York over the last 24 hours? What it's been like, what it was like before the game, what it was like after the game, what it was like during the game, all of that stuff.
Yo, so to get anywhere in New York, it's police on every, like if you did a crime yesterday, you was caught. It was over for you. It's police on every single corner. It looked like Gotham City for real. Like it was bad. It was crazy. It was police everywhere. You couldn't go nowhere. And then when you actually get off at 34th Street, it was pandemonium, bro. It's like jam packed to even move around. I didn't want to go to the game. I was trying to eat. Yeah.
Okay.
Penn Station. It was crazy yesterday. It was nasty.
Penn Station. That's
it
where
was
we
nasty.
at.
And no Z07. We don't endorse anybody in particular, right? He pays money for the tickets. He got
no,
to
he
go.
didn't. No, he didn't.
He didn't pay.
He didn't pay. President paid.
He got paid.
I'm saying he used his powers. He used his powers.
Yeah, he ain't paid.
Amino Haskins ain't paid for his tickets for game 4. So,
hey, bro, if I was the president, I'd be on the court. He better than me. I'll be playing. I
would have been on the bench. I would have been on the bench right next to Rick Brunson.
Hell, what? I don't like that play.
I've been drawing up plays.
And you be walking out the team like it was hey, y'all remember Americon or Oricon? They was called him Oricon. How he walked out the team with the speaker.
I came out when my New York Knicks tear off and all that shit. Came on.
Don't make me president.
I think it's crazy that he's the first sitting president to ever attend the finals because
oh man, here go the neighborhood. My bad, man. Here go.
Yeah, well, if the Bulls would have made the finals after 08, I'm sure Barack would have pulled up.
Who is that?
The hell you want?
He got his pride hoodie on.
Who is that?
What you want?
Yep. Shout out support Black colleges.
Amen.
Make a lot of gear. Appreciate them. Shout out to Arch, obviously one of the best chatters. Shout out to Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, Tobias Harris, whoever that is. Appreciate you. Always showing love. Shout out to Ping. Shout out to Chill. Real Talk. Jay, Stay Up. Mars, Ox, Ron, everybody. This is the best platform on
just
YouTube.
say what you got to say, man. What's up?
No, man. Look, I just
Glaze.
He got $100 super chat. See, Swiper got motion. This is something that you two can't relate to. Not being on a show and getting $100 donated to you. You guys sit back and know a role player's
get
place.
That money, Swiper. Get that money.
Donate $100 for me to shut up every day.
Get that money, man. Yes, Swiper, get that money, man.
Wait. What does that go to our check? That's what he said, right? That goes to our check directly. Is that how that works?
What?
Nope.
Say what you saying. Say what you saying.
Wait, Swiper. Are you saying that we're gonna unionize after this season?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hearing because he said we got stuff planned for the summer. Real talk. Forget the Magic and the Magic slander and Shaq slander. Can we get Ron slander? He's supposed to be the leader. We're getting our fair share of the super chat.
Oh shit!
That's what we need to be talking about.
Shit. Go ahead, Swiper.
They packed them up. Corporate packed them up.
Oh yeah, Ron is a union buster.
I got the call from upstairs that came in quick. All right. That came in quick.
But hey, Swiper, be careful. You remember what they did to Jimmy Hoffa, man? Be careful.
Swiper.
Hey,
No, but look, real talk. But shout out to Stephon.
All right, let's try this again.
I know that people have been down on Stephon. He was great yesterday, set the tone, 18 first half points. And then in the second half, he just simply settled down, allowed Wemby to do what he wanted to do. You know, you want to be the best player on the floor. I got you. They work together in the tandem. I do think that it's important to note that Jalen Brunson has as many turnovers as assists in this series. I think he needs to pass the ball more, Jay. I think he needs to get off the ball. Like, I think some of the stuff he's doing in the fourth quarter, granted, game 1, 13 points in the fourth quarter, made 3 shots in game 2. Yesterday, I think he missed 6 or 8 straight shots. I can't remember the exact number that I wrote down in my notes. They could have won the game. And granted, if they would have called that flagrant on Wemby, that'd have been 2 shots and ball. That could have changed the outcome of that game a little bit. But ultimately, the Spurs, they were just better down the stretch of the game. This is going to be an incredible series. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I have been more entertained watching this series than I have in several years. And I think both teams are giving the very best they have. I think Mitch Johnson did a great job, 39 years old, his first NBA Finals. And then Mike Brown's been excellent. I love everything I'm seeing. And to your point, Ron, Jose Alvarado and Jordan Clarkson, way to step up in the second quarter and give big.
That ain't to my point.
Wait.
Where was Karl Anthony Towns? I'm talking to you specifically.
Were you saying that Wemby is more entertaining to watch than Jokic? Please answer. Now you froze.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
Now you can't talk.
This is the most entertained you've been in a few years.
My favorite watch in the league.
So this would be in a few years.
The series, like all the players, all the
you said this was the most entertained you've been in a few years,
right?
And
the Nuggets were in the NBA Finals a few years ago. It wasn't like the Nuggets was in the Finals last.
So this
year.
is more entertaining than the Denver Nuggets being in the finals. I agree, by the way, but shout out to you.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said at all.
I mean, we're filling in between the lines, Joe.
No, you are filling in between the lines. That's what you're doing. No,
I can't get no support.
I'm filling in between the lines with you, Penn. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You got to read between the lines, bro.
I do agree, though.
No, he did
not. $100 offer his thoughts.
No, he did not.
Yo, El Potato Head. I got 1,000 likes to shut up on the last episode you hosted, so shut up. You got 50,000 views on that too.
1,000 likes might hold more weight than $100.
Is Swiper in the Matrix for anybody else?
Yeah, that's what. No,
absolutely.
He's letting anyone up here. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing that Ron does.
No vetting, no
nothing at all. And Ox, I think it's interesting that Ox, being a doorman, just allow Ron to do this. Ron, you just letting anybody in here. That's what you're doing.
You're talking about. Hey, I want me to vet. I am vetting. Yeah, you're a little Ox. You're up here, right? We got a cow up here. We got a little mole rat up here. Yeah, we got animals up here. I am vetting. All right. We got an old ass sloth.
Put names on it. Don't just,
that was not common.
Don't just be firing into the crowd. Put some names on
we got a bunch of animals up here. Like, I am vetting. All right.
And a dog. I'm with you, Ron. I'm with you.
Facts. But I do want to read this super chat while Swipe is up here, though. It's a $100 super chat from not Arch the First, not Arch Prime, not Arch the Second, but it is Arch the Third. Arch the Third said, only Swiper, the panel MVP, can make this amazing episode better. And plus, we know Chill loves Wemby as much as he loves Luka and Kawhi.
Shout outs. He made the episode infinitely worse. Let's go. Let's continue.
Chill, can I get a start bench cut? Wemby, Luka, and Kawhi in terms of who you like, not who's the better player. Who you like?
Leonard, Wemby, Luka.
Well, you're starting Kawhi.
Ain't no Luka for a while.
Ox, I don't understand why you talk to me about Leonard. Because
I just didn't expect you to start Kawhi. I'm not saying that.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard is a good player. I think he's fucking amazing. I love Leonard. Didn't we already go over this? I love this.
We did. Yeah.
All right, fellas, moving on to the next super chat. The Bandit SPS sent through $20 and said, the refs were bad? ? Yes. The Spurs defense was elite? ? Yes. Our second half offense was bad? Yes. Trump ruined the vibe? Yes. All things are true. No excuses, though. We should have won that. take that Build-A-Bear jersey off, Ron?
Also interesting, Cho, is California, France, Slovenia. So you just have a Western bias in terms of how you see players. I'm just going to throw that out there.
What an observation.
California
is west.
Yeah.
France is west of Slovenia. So basically, if we add Yao Ming to this, he's going last.
Oh, so and also, yeah, okay. I'm biased toward the West Coast.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, you are actually, in fact,
what kind of a Jersey guy is? What kind of a Jersey guy is biased towards the West Coast? I don't even know you anymore.
One that would be a West Coast football fan. One of those.
Shit.
Which is kind of interesting because I do live on the East Coast, even though I lived on the West Coast. I live back on the East Coast, which is kind of interesting that I'm biased from the West Coast. And I come up here and I advocate. And I come up here and I advocate for the East Coast for the Eastern Conference.
You do, yes, you do.
But I have a bias toward the West. I've said this to you countless.
Nothing wrong with that.
I've said this to you countless times.
Who's your favorite player from Singapore? Quick. Exactly. That's my point. You don't got one. There you go.
Ron, I've said this to you countless times. The West Coast is that girl, that ex-girl, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. It's just
chill. Ain't nothing wrong with the West. Hey, chill. See some nice breasts in the West.
We broke up.
These brothers is a mess.
I ain't never seen you supporting the Australians. I ain't never seen that.
You never seen me supporting the Australians? That's not true. I love Lauren Jackson. That is just not true. I love Lauren Jackson.
That's
you do hate Kyrie Irving, though.
Kyrie Irving ain't Australian. He was born there. That ain't the same thing. Fuck out.
He was born there.
No, that doesn't mean no. He's actually from the East.
Lauren Jackson clears Kyrie Irving.
Jersey. Actually,
he's
from
Jersey.
Facts. But also, since we on the subject of geography, there is the sport of rugby, and there used to be a guy that played for the All Blacks called Jonah Lomu. Big fan of Jonah Lomu. He had a patch of hair right here in the middle of his head. And I tried to figure out why this dude wasn't playing in the NFL. He was awesome playing for the All Blacks rugby team. So
where were the All Blacks located?
In New Zealand, which is next to Australia.
All Blacks in okay. Why were they called that?
Yes.
We will have to figure that out. We'll have to figure out why they were called the All Blacks.
All right, y'all. Dre Knows Ball sent through $20, and this is what Dre had to say. Dre said, I don't know about y'all, but what Wemby did yesterday was on par with 2007, Bron?
No. 2012.
2009, Bron?
Nope.
Oh, 2012 LeBron Game 6 versus Boston. To go into that environment and produce at an all-time level is legendary. And chill, I sense you are not seeing this. You're not seeing this yet. Best 22-year-old ever.
Verdict is Drew absolutely does no ball. There you go.
Game 6 versus Boston?
Yes, 2012.
This game was not that game. Respect.
I'll take Wemby.
Wemby played great.
Game 3. Give me Wemby Game 3, man. I got Wemby.
He was not game. No, stop.
But look, though, real talk. The thing is, if you disagree with that, you just hate Wemby.
I hate Wemby. I know. So, it's fine.
That's a hilarious super chat, though.
Yo, Ox, I got to step away for a second. Can you grab the super chat?
No.
I'll grab it. Drink more water. MIL sent a 1999 super chat. My biggest takeaway, not just this series, but the whole playoffs, is how much of a cheat code having two athletic perimeter defenders can be. San Antonio Spurs, OKC Thunder, Detroit, and Minnesota somewhat all made life difficult on their opposing guard matchups. I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about Wemby defensively for San Antonio, and he is obviously amazing. But like the job that Stephon Castle's been doing for the entirety of the playoffs, the job that Dylan Harper has been doing for the entirety of the playoffs, De'Aaron Fox will pick you up full court as well. Carter Bryant has, had impacts defensively here and there at the point of attack. Like, yeah, that's something I've been saying for some years now. Athleticism,
he actually the best
that gets
downhill guard wing attackers going forward. I think Dylan Harper plus Stephon Castle going forward. That is ridiculous. If those two can figure out how to shoot an open jumper, like it's over. The athleticism, the decel, the craft, just the overall size and power that these two bring to paint finishing, like you could argue there are teams that are looking at these two guys like I would build a team around these two guys. And the Spurs are not going to build around these two guys. They're going to build around Wemby, and those two are going to be the ancillary pieces around Wemby. I mean, it's scary times coming, show. You get ready.
They ain't scary. I think it's
they're not scary.
No, I don't think it's scary. I think it's more exciting. I'm, to be honest with you, Penn, a 7.5-foot dude and a team of what San Antonio has. I think, let's see, Wemby, Castle, Vassell, Harper. Like none of them dudes are 25 years old. So we got a bunch of kids. That's not scary to me. That's extremely exciting. If we could keep this group together, a 7.5-foot dude that's doing what he's doing, and he just turned 22 years old 6 months ago. That's not scary to me. That's ridiculously exciting because I see what the upside looks like. And I've said this countless times, and I am concerned with it. If this dude can stay upright and he can give me 10 years, then I think that I'm going to see something that I have not seen in my lifetime. I'm going to see a league MVP. I'm going to see a defensive player of the year. I'm going to see an NBA champion, and I'm going to see a finals MVP in multiple seasons. I'm going to see that. If I can see this guy upright for a decade, 100% going to see that.
But a lot of people keep talking about Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle like getting better as three-point shooters. I don't really see that as being like, I think they need to be able to hit spot threes for sure. Catch and shoot threes. I agree with.
That's what I said.
I think what's going to be more important for them is the intermediate stuff, mid-range, the 3 to 18 feet scoring. Like that's going to be important because you're playing with the player in Victor Wembanyama, who is arguably the greatest vertical threat ever. And so you're going to be seeing deep drop coverage over and over and over again. And somebody like Stephon Castle, who likes to put his defender in jail out of that, if he can get really good at those little bump, fade, middies, those little 12-foot, 10-foot, 8-foot shots, that to me is going to be what propels him to another level. Same with Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is such a great driver that people are going to like kind of play off of him. And so if he can, get into some dribble combination scoring move and then be a good pull-up mid-range jump shooter, I think that's kind of is what's going to unlock both of them as players more so than like, I don't think they're ever going to probably be really good pull-up three-point shooters. I wouldn't think so.
I think it's the catch and shoot jump shooting three because so many times the Spurs offense has basically grinded to a halt, and it's always dependent on who is in the open corner. If it's De'Aaron Fox, it's probably a brick. Unfortunately, right now, if it's Steph Castle, it's probably a brick. Dylan Harper, hit or miss.
Hey, Steph been hitting threes.
Occasionally,
Steph hit threes last night.
He hit a grenade yesterday.
Harper was a brick last night. Yeah,
Harper was. But like when you see Julian Champagny,
he's been a brick all series. He's shooting like
he hasn't made threes.
But when you see Julian Champagny, when you
Harper shooting 13% from three on the series,
right?
I
think if you have a great,
are you going to acknowledge this pin, or are you just going to overtalk it?
Acknowledge what?
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Acknowledge that that Steph Castle hit a three.
No, never mind. Forget about it. Keep going, bro.
No, I think what I'm saying is like somebody's got to be able to space the corner, because if one guy is navigating the pick and roll with Wemby as a screener, then the other guy is going to end up in a corner or above the break. And at which point, if the defense can sag off of you, that just makes Wemby's life a lot harder. I just don't think you can get away going forward playing Wemby with two non-shooters. So, as much as I love Dylan Harper and Steph Castle and like all the shit that they bring you defensively and offensively and creatively and how much it's useful to have guards who can dribble, pass, shoot, one of those guys is almost always going to end up in a corner, right? So it's like someone got to hit those shots because otherwise you make in life, it's very easy to double off of Wemby now. So, I mean,
I just don't like the fact that you waste games like you got from OG yesterday. Like that's a wasted game from him. I don't like the fact that you waste games. This is the second series in a row that the San Antonio rotation has gotten outplayed. Oklahoma City rotation outplayed them. I think the Knicks rotation is outplaying them. But now what you're doing is you're wasting games. When I get a 8 for 9 performance from OG Anunoby, right? I get the rotation players that I got 12. I got 12. What is that? Did I get 12 points from Jordan Clarkson yesterday off the bench in like 10 minutes? Like this is wasted performances when 3 of my guys, Mikal Bridges, Cat, and Jalen Brunson, aren't giving me what I need in order for us to win. That's the biggest problem. I have the biggest problem with guys wasting performances because I don't know if I'm going to get that again from OG, where the guy misses one shot the entire game, where he has the defensive effort that he had in that game that he had. I don't know if I'm going to get that again. And
I mean, healthy OG this playoff run
in game 2, so I mean,
yeah, healthy OG in this playoff run has been a really good, really consistent player. I don't think
he's been awesome.
I don't think it's
the second leading scorer.
He missed.
I don't think it's like this is just.
Yeah, he did.
OG's going to play
a lot
well
of shots.
again. I don't really think
at the end. There was a point where he was like 8 for 9 from the floor. Something.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
went missing. Yeah, he went missing.
Okay. Yeah, OG is going to play well again. I don't really have.
Yeah, OG is the second leading scorer in the playoffs.
I think I'm misunderstood. I'm not saying that what I got from OG yesterday is I'm not going to get a performance like that again in terms of his game because I know that he can get busy. But I mean, he went on a tangent yesterday where I think he missed one shot at one point. He was like 8 for 9 from the floor, and it's stuff like that.
But he's been shooting 72% true shooting in the playoff in the finals so far.
72%. Holy shit.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, he has not missed a lot.
OG.
OG.
He's been insane. What I would say
Pretty
is
impressive.
though, shooting variance is a thing, right? Throughout playoffs, throughout series, you have cold stretches, hot stretches, and I think what I can describe the Knicks
leading into the finals.
Pardon?
He was 72 true shooting leading into the finals. The first
he's been great. Like,
so if anything, if that's true, he's just maintaining.
Yeah, no, he's
actually it's gone down 72.2 right now. It was 72.4 going into the finals. So actually, we need a little bit more of an uptick from OG. He's actually dropping. Lock it. Point is, OG's been amazing the whole time.
Yeah. I do think that for the Knicks, they've got to get the ball to Karl Anthony Towns some more. I mean that is just, it's actually crazy watching them play offense and Brunson just dominate the ball like that, and Karl Anthony Towns is standing in the corner with a guard on him. It's like, bro, what are we actually doing? They have to fix their process. If they do not fix their process for a large majority of this game, the Spurs are going to win the series. You can only Brunson ball for like the last 3 minutes of the game, 3-4. You can't Brunson ball a whole game. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work.
No,
with Jalen Brunson on the court last night, and this is probably Jalen Brunson's like best game.
Why won't it work though? I just want to know why. Why doesn't Brunson ball work?
Because it's bad process. With Jalen Brunson on the court, they had a 113.9 offensive rating, a 126.5 defensive rating. With him off the court, they had a 145 offensive rating and a 114 defensive rating.
Shit.
I think one of the also Mars, you know what really sucks? Brunson ball and Josh Hart being on the court during Brunson ball. That really sucks. That's why I said Antonio's jumping out to these leads, by the way, because they can't score with Brunson and Josh Hart on the court together. They just can't. If Josh Hart isn't out there doing all of that little hustle
Josh
play
Hart
shit,
is Brunson's Ludo.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if
Brunson ball really doesn't work when Josh Hart is on the court and Wemby can just clog the lane, not guarding him.
To answer your question,
it's crazy.
I could get with that. To be honest with you, that part I could get with. Now, I mean, if I'm relying on Josh Hart to knock down threes continuously, yeah, I'm. That's not a formula for success.
That's what Philly believed in 24. You know what he did? Knock down threes consistently.
Yeah, but
you know.
I mean, I think did he hit 5 yesterday?
He made him last night. Yeah,
he hit 4 for 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 for 7. So, but here's the thing.
And then they started closing out, and then he started
but this is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm relying on, that's exactly what I'm saying. If I'm relying on him to consistently knock down shots, he's gonna have games like that, like you saw yesterday. I think he's gonna give me a game or two when it's like that. But to answer Penn's question, I think that Brunson ball, to your point, if he's just handling the basketball, dribbling the basketball, the defense is just loading up. It reminds me of, I keep saying it, I said it about SGA, I'm saying it about Jalen Brunson. It's like James Harden, where you just dribbling the basketball and the defense is in front of you and nobody else is moving, and the Knicks guys, all they're doing is standing around and watching you. That's not difficult to guard. So,
again, even with Josh Hart hitting threes last game, which he did, on the court with him, 113 offensive rating. Off the court, a 141.7.
Damn.
They
I know it
are
was like
now.
that.
Some of this is he's on the court with Wemby, but that's like exactly though. Like that's the problem. He's on the court with Wemby, and so Wemby can just not guard him, and it makes offense incredibly difficult for the New York Knicks in the half court. It just does. Yeah. And so his only benefit is when he's creating extra opportunities via the glass, or they're able to get stops and he can rebound and push, and they're kind of playing an early offense / transition. Other than that, if he's on the court and the Knicks are in a half-court setting, it's going to result in a bad possession, especially when you take into consideration it's Brunson ball, where Brunson also can't beat his man cleanly off the dribble. And even if he does, it's Victor Wembanyama behind said person because he's not guarding Josh Hart. It's just not going to work.
Brunson's defense has also been terrible.
Yes.
You actually, we had this conversation yesterday, Mars, where you had the 3 guards on the floor, and we had the 3 guards on the floor yesterday, and
there was nowhere for him to hide.
Nowhere for him to hide, and they tried to put De'Aaron Fox on him. De'Aaron Fox went by him. They tried to get Harper on him.
Yeah, he was on Harper. He drew a foul on Harper.
Yep. They tried to.
He can't guard
anymore. No, he was nowhere to hide at all. So
we say this, the Knicks about to go up 3-1, but like ultimately,
right. I mean,
there's issues in my opinion. I just think, and I said this the other day, and once again, credit Brunson. He took a pay cut. If Brunson was making $60 million, this would be untenable in my opinion. But he's not. You know, shout out to him.
If I'm not mistaken,
like,
Miles, I think he's like
we're
30
seeing
for
these
80.
issues in my opinion.
He's like 30 something like that. He's like that 35 for 80 in the series right now. Something goofy like that. Like
I mean,
20,
yeah, something like that.
31.
Last night I think was his most efficient game.
It was.
Yeah, so you know, salute.
But they sacrificed taking the ball out of Karl-Anthony Towns' hands was actually hurt.
I mean, but game 1 and game 2, a lot of the time Cat has the ball in his hands is when Brunson is on the bench and he's running the Cat and bench unit lineups. And those lineups are really good. Like when Cat and Brunson share the floor, it's still a lot of Brunson ball. It's just Cat is finding his way to be effective, punishing mismatches when he finally does get the ball, offensive rebounds. It's not like we're just going to Cat. They're not doing that. They just won the game. So like we can't talk about the next process. Me and Real Talk on the post game, shout out to post games, go watch them. We spoke about it after, was it game 1 or game 2? One of those games. Where like this, I don't like the way they're executing. They've just managed to squeak out 2 wins. So you give them the credit because ultimately, if you win the games, you win the games. Cool. But in terms of the execution, I don't like this approach to offense. I don't. And their offense hasn't been good in the series.
What's your issue with their offense, Mars? What's your issue with it the most? The biggest problem you have with their
Brunson centricity. Brunson's time of possession is 9.3.
That's too.
That means he has the ball in his hands for 9.5 minutes a game.
But to be fair,
in the playoffs by a substantial margin.
To be fair, the Spurs offense is pushing off so much that they have to start the offense. Like he has to hold the ball for so long, waiting for the screen to come all the way up to half court. And
I mean, he had a high time of possession against the Cavs too. Like that's just who he is.
Because he was
been like this for years. Like I remember I was comparing him to Luka like last year. Like he has the ball as much as anyone in the NBA.
But I think even this year, your playoff run is higher than Luka.
I mean, yeah, it's the high in the finals. It's the highest of anyone. In the playoffs, it's the highest of anyone. Jalen Brunson has had the ball more than anyone, but this has been true for years now. This is how Jalen Brunson plays. He has the ball in his hands the whole time. It's just when they're winning, you can't bring it up. But now that they're losing, or they lost, sorry, I can't say they're losing. Now that they lost the game, we can now talk about all the issues we've had for 3 rounds. No, this has been the case.
I think
it's just they win, so ultimately it doesn't affect them.
There's been more ball movement.
I don't think this is sustainable.
There definitely has been more ball movement with him.
There has been,
like with not before last night. Let me rephrase that. Before last night, there was definitely more ball movement. He didn't have the ball didn't stick to him as much in the Cleveland series.
That's what they doubled him more in game 2. And the ball was moving then. Last night they didn't double him as much, so the ball wasn't moving as much.
He's just got to get off the pill, and I think the Cat's got to be.
He's not going to get off the ball unless he sees 2.
That's not good.
I mean, that's basically what's happening. If Brunson is 1-on-1, he finna dribble the ball. Like he finna try to score. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, and he's not punishing. Even if you're not going to be so efficient scoring the ball, Chill, one thing that you can do though, like something that you bring up regularly, is breaking down the defense and then like getting into the paint.
Sure.
He's not even really doing that at a high rate as far as putting the defense in a bad situation and collapsing it to create all of these kick out opportunities.
Well, he can't. You know, he sees Stephon Castle right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's not even like Yeah,
he cannot beat that guy off.
He's trying though.
That's the thing,
he's
Jay.
trying to do it.
100% he's doing it. He's trying to beat Castle off the dribble. He just can't get by him consistently.
He can't beat Harper either. It's not just the Castle thing. Like I'm watching him try and post up Dylan Harper, and it's like, oh, don't go for the pump fake. Where do we go from here? At the end of the day, the guy's 6'1". Like whether we like it or not, the guy is 6'1", and he's being guarded by 6'5", 6'6" individuals.
Well, he does it against Devin Vassell. Don't be disingenuous.
Yeah, but Devin Vassell is more slight of frame, so like you can still bump him and create some separation.
That's why. Yeah.
Harper and Castle are stronger than him.
Yeah,
and they're
he
defending
is kind of
with
like a
discipline.
strength base.
Yeah, so like if they're defend with discipline and they beat him in the strength department while being bigger than him, ultimately it's going to be tough for him to create easy opportunities. Where most of his easy opportunities came from was defensive breakdowns that led to him getting some spot up threes, and like he made them. So shout out to Brunson, he knocked down the easy ones when they came. But everything inside the arc is a struggle. Like it just like everything is a struggle for him. And I don't know what the solution for that is. I think it's just going to continue to be a struggle. It's just, can you get enough out of everyone else to where your offense can stay afloat and your defense can win you the series? And I think the Knicks can do that. I'm not saying the Knicks are going to lose the series. I don't think that's the case. But their offense is going to be a struggle in this series. Like, you can't shoot the ball as well as they've been shooting, whether that be OG, Mikel. In game 2, I think they shot 40% from 3. And they're barely cracking like 110 offense. Like, barely. I think in game 2, they shot 40 from 3 and had a 106 offense. Like, that means everything inside the arc is impossible at that point. So once again, give Wemby credit, give Castle credit, Harper credit. Vassell's competing on defense. I think De'Aaron's been good on defense. Everyone on their roster, apart from Keldon Johnson, has been good on defense when they play. Everyone.
You don't think Keldon Johnson been playing good defense on Cat?
I think Keldon Johnson been fouling.
He was fouling, yeah. Salute to him.
Well, I think all of them.
Keldon Johnson goes out there, fouls, and then looks shocked that he gets called for a foul.
He gets a
foul. That's what he does. He'll foul for 6 times. He'll get called for the foul once. Like, oh, no way.
Because they're getting away with it consistently, so they're fucking shocked when the
Castle too. Castle never fouls. Anytime the whistle gets blown on Castle, he's like,
so mad.
Nah.
Yeah, Castle ain't never committed a foul.
Castle, Keldon Johnson, and Josh Hart. I'm gonna run him over with a truck every time, because every time Josh Hart the whistle blows, he looking at the ref like, how? Like, yo, dude is in the second row. What are you doing?
I saw Castle walk up to the ref last night and say, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was
so
like,
Mars,
you just smacked this guy in the face.
To Mars, to your point, the Knicks in the 3 games that they've played, they've shot above 40% at the long ball line 0 times. Not once have they shot. They shot.
What did they shoot in game 2? If you tell me it's 39.8.
39 and a half. 39 and a half. That's as far as we're going with them. So, I mean, it takes. I know how you guys feel about, small guards and taking over games. This is who the New York Knicks are, though. This is who the New York Knicks are. And the offense got changed, because we knew that we're not going to be able to win if this dude is just pounding the basketball. And that's what they went back to last night, which would explain why they lost.
Yeah, they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out offensively.
You don't think the early Cat covers led to that, though? The way they were covering Cat early in the game led to
the blitzes. I do think that.
Yeah, and really, like being able to push him out a little farther past where he's catching the ball, like in game 1 and game 2, because he was catching the ball game 1 and game 2 comfortably at the wing, no problem. And then game yesterday, he was catching the ball damn near half court every single time. He's not gonna do shit up there.
They crowded him. You got to put Cat in a crowd. You can't leave him 1-on-1 or whatever, because then he can like pick you apart. But if you show him a crowd, like, he can get flustered. And if you make him make decisions while moving, that's where things can get a bit shaky for him. And also, you gotta make him defend on the back foot. Like, that's where Cat's still gonna struggle. Like, if he's backpedaling, that's where you can get him. Like, he's still not, for everything that he's improved at, he's still not gonna move the best in that regard. So that's how Wemby got behind him a couple times. Castle attacked him downhill a couple times when he's backpedaling. That's how you got to pick on Cat defensively. It's not 1-on-1 Wemby isolations. Because even last night, he held up on those really well, swiping at the ball, making Wemby uncomfortable. But if you get him backpedaling and he has to defend 2-on-1s, which means Wemby has to set better screens, that's where he can struggle. And that's where you can kind of start picking them apart. So,
like that lob that he had, like that lob that Wemby had, I was trying to figure out when I watched it again. I'm like, how did you lose him? He clearly just ran right behind him and he lost him. and he ended up getting that lob.
He's not a great drop defender. He's just not.
No, he is not. I'm not gonna argue that.
Still had a good defensive series and thus far, and still I think was fairly fine on defense last night. But last night was obviously the worst, and I think Wemby made a conscious effort to attack the rim early. Got like 3 straight layups and dunks. Then caught a couple lobs. They made a conscious effort to try and get Wemby the ball when he's in the dunker spot and whatever. And that's how they got to succeed. And then the counter to that is now New York have to shrink to try and take away the lobs, which then open up corner threes. You now need guys to knock them down, whether that be Harper, Diarra, Champagne, Vassell, whoever. They need to make their shots, but that's what Wemby's gravity is. He converges everyone on it.
I think it's interesting, Mars, you bring up crowding him, because what it sounds to me like a football term, it sounds like get the quarterback to get him to move his feet in the pocket. Like if you just let him stand in the pocket and just throw all night, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, he's going to pick us apart. He's going to destroy us. Well, get him out the pocket. Make him start running. Make him start moving laterally. And you get in his face, you completely disrupt his rhythm. That's kind of what's going on with Cat, where if you just let Cat, you got one guy and he's holding the ball out here and he's reading the defense. Okay, he's going to be able, and Cat doesn't have to, like, you don't have to do anything complicated with him. You can make simple reads with him. And I think that's what he's been the most effective with. But when he gets blitzed and now he's getting pushed away from that spot that he's on, what's going to happen is now he's rushed. Now he's throwing the ball into the third row. Now he's missing a guy. And he's missing Landry Shamet wide open, cutting to the basket. So it's stuff like that throws him off of his rhythm, and I think they got to adjust to that. But I still think that I really quickly, I still think that they need to run the offense through him, because I think that was working. But I just think that they need to adjust to how they're running the offense through him.
They got to defend Cat like he's the best player on the team and defend Brunson like he's the second best player on the team. And that doesn't mean Brunson is the second best player. But you got to commit resources to Cat because he's going to struggle in the crowd.
I know where he's going with this.
And you got to guard Brunson one-on-one, because that's going to lead to Brunson thinking that he's one-on-one, let me go get a bucket. He's not going to get anyone else involved, and that's how you got to do things. Instead of putting 2 on Brunson, and now he's getting the ball moving, and then that's how their offense can start swinging the ball around and putting you in a blender rotations. If you defend Brunson one-on-one and basically say, we bet you can't score on Castle and Harper, and you put Cat in the crowd and say, we bet you can't make decisions in the crowd, that's how you can fluster the Knicks offense, as opposed to putting 2 on Brunson and leaving Cat one-on-one, because that's how you get fried, in my opinion.
But I also think that Cat needs to be playing out of the post more. I get it that we want to, run him at the top of the key. There are too many possessions where he's getting guarded by literally a guard.
He had Vassell
and so like at that point, the job of the best offensive player on the team, I mean, obviously is to, create a variance of great opportunities and quality offense for your team, right? Yep. Which is basically demanding 2. That's what great offensive players do. Demand 2 to guard you, which then creates defensive scrambling and then open opportunities, right? They're not getting that from Jalen Brunson, especially if the Spurs aren't going to decide to double him for no reason and have him try to score on these players one-on-one. What can create a double team, if you're New York, is a post-entry pass to Cat when De'Aaron Fox is guarding him. They need to find a way to have the Spurs have to relegate 2 to the ball. That's what great offensive players do. They don't have to do that with Brunson right now. If you post Cat against guards, the Spurs will have to do that. Then we can create some easier opportunities. But they're not.
The second defender is Wemby, then you kind of run into an issue.
Yeah, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, well, Josh Hart has to be out the game. I mean,
I was about to say, a lot of times
he's got to be
in the corner wing.
Josh Hart out the game.
Yeah. All right, fellas, I'm gonna step in right quick just to let the people know, and only for the people that like the video and subscribed and our members and all of that good stuff. Now, we have our members-only stream coming up this Thursday. I know we've missed a couple days and all of that good stuff, but we right back this Thursday, members-only stream at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Also, on Wednesday, Game 4. We will be doing a watch party the same way we did one for Game 1 and the same way we did one last night. Watch party in the Discord. You got to be a member, but become a member. Join our Discord. Pull up to the watch party. It's going to be a hell of a time, y'all. Can't wait to see you there. But, fellas, we still got more super chats. I want to keep the ball moving. Father Time sent through $19.99 and said, Croissant Man, finally remembered how to hoop against Cat, but it's too late, unfortunately. They are not winning another game in the Garden, and when we go back to San Antonio, it's ending on their home floor. Go Knicks, go OKC. Hold on, y'all, I got to take this. This is an important call. HR.
Ron sucks, yo. I'm not saying that he is bad. This dude is garbage.
He got his ringer on.
I'm talking about straight trash. Like I'm
While I was gone, he started playing that promo from Delwyn. Was it Delwyn Chills Debate?
Yeah,
it was Swiper and Chill, just random.
Goodness, yo.
Oh wow! And then he kicks Mars off the stage.
Oh my goodness, yo.
This is a dictatorship. Okay,
it 100% is, Penn, no doubt.
Well, I'd like to take
when we
I'm
go
a
back
fan
to
of-
San
I'm a fan of
Antonio, it's
Ron.
ending on their home floor. Hashtag go Knicks. Hashtag go OKC. Okay.
Absolutely.
Does anyone agree with this hypothetical?
I do.
Trajectory? Oh, is that what you think, Joe? You
Yeah,
think
I
the
think
Spurs
the
are
Knicks-
done in 5?
I think the Knicks win tomorrow night. Yes, I do. I think the Knicks win tomorrow night.
Yeah, the president
might.
will not be there for game 4, so you know.
I think
Yeah,
they
but
win
he already
tomorrow
Win
night.
guaranteed.
And nah.
It's okay. Hey, the Nun's going to be there.
Wemby's doing it just so he can be the second guy to come back 3-1. That's all he's doing. Like, you saw what I did for the other guy who did it in the finals and made him the GOAT. So Wemby's just trying to become the GOAT at 22.
That's smart. That's smart.
Logic.
If
Just
Wemby
thinking
came
logic.
back from a 3-1 lead, I might have to take a vacation, Ron, because that should have taken years off my life listening to y'all.
No,
look at
just,
me, yeah,
just admit what
Okay,
you're seeing.
You don't even
No,
want to.
just
You don't
admit
want
what
to
you're
see
seeing.
Wemby do what his.
I
GOAT took
do
13
actually.
years to
I
do.
actually
No,
do
you
want to
don't.
hear it.
Nah,
But here's the difference, though, Ron. See, here's the
But
thing.
let Jason Tatum come back 3-1.
I 100% want
Let
to see
Donovan
him
Mitchell
do
come
it.
back 3-1.
I 100% want to. I want no.
Except he
Here's the
blows
difference.
3-1 lead, so you know.
I
it's a little
100% want to see him do this. I do. I just don't want to hear what's going to come with it because you guys are going to be fucking ridiculous. That's the problem that I have. It's not the fact that Wemby's awesome and he came back from not even a 3-1 lead. Just the fact that he won the NBA championship.
Okay.
That in itself.
It's not the same as the LeBron thing. It's not the same thing LeBron thing at all. First of all,
that
LeBron
going to take
was
suspensions
the
and
worst.
injuries to get it done.
LeBron was on the worst team. That's why it's
So is
special.
Wemby. So is
Wemby is not on the worst team.
No, he's
Wemby is
not.
on
He
the
is.
better team.
He is.
Nah.
The fact that he is down
The
2-1
Knicks are
right
the
now.
Knicks are.
I mean,
better
let's
than
just
this,
be honest right now, okay? Chill. I heard you say yesterday that you liked the shot that Wemby got to close out game 2. Is that still your feeling? An open mid-range shot, pretty much. That's a good shot for him, right?
I think we could have got something better.
So
I
it
think we
took
coulda got
a
something better, but
self-inflicted
all right.
turnover, like a really crazy turnover, like an outlier turnover for him to even cough up the ball. We're really talking about the series very differently right now, Chill. If it's 2-1 San Antonio,
This
You're
is
talking
so
about, like, this is over.
one-sided. Like, of course, if you fix the mistakes that the
But it was
Spurs
one
make
shot.
and leave the Knicks be.
It was
But
actually
what
2
if
shots.
the,
Even 2
the
shots were
alternative to that, though, if you're a Knicks fan, is hey, what if we continue to play through Cat as he was dominating in the first half? What if we kept with that play style? Also, what happened in the other game? What if Cat isn't called for 2 bogus ass fouls and he's not in foul trouble? He has to sit down. Maybe we extend the lead.
Fair.
Like if you can do the well, if they just fix their problems and the other team stays with theirs, then
I
they're
think
going to
coming
win.
in,
Like,
the real talk, coming into this series, we all agreed that the Knicks would be more rested and the Spurs would be more. It was going to be rest or rust,
Which is
right?
not a good thing. for
Which is
teams
not
historically.
necessarily a good thing.
Oh
but,
well, it
you know,
was because the Knicks won game 1. So yeah,
the Knicks won. The Knicks won game 1 and 2, but now, like, I think the physicality of the Spurs is going to start wearing down on the Knicks a little bit, which is why I worry about a longer series for the New York Knicks right now. And you have guys like Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges. They're getting hit a lot. Okay, you got hockey players and football players coming off the bench and just slamming these guys onto the floor. And so over a period of time, like with the games, there's only one day between these games, this game 3 and game 4. I don't know if you're going to recover fast enough. You're an older team, right? And now the Spurs team, they're a young team. Chill, they're building momentum. They're gaining experience through this finals.
Sweeping everybody.
Are we not
They don't
actively
even.
watching
They don't
Wemby
even
get
have.
assaulted,
They've
though?
been having quarters
be
where
tired at the
starters
end of the
aren't
game?
playing or finishing fourths.
none of
And they're having
Knicks are about
shorter
to be up
series.
3-1 in less than 40
Pen,
now. Like,
you're arguing against a brick wall. These niggas don't care.
No, it's not
they
a brick
don't
wall.
care. They are New York Blazers.
You're the one that's missing the common sense. The Knicks have played less games. The starters have played less minutes. The Knicks have a deeper bench, which means
playing better, by the way.
The Spurs have 6 niggas that can play. The starting 5 and Dylan Harper. The rest of them niggas is just sparing time until they. Luke Cornett being trash most of the time.
We'll be back here on Thursday. It's okay.
Harrison Barnes didn't play. Wait, did Harrison Barnes play yesterday?
No, he didn't.
Harrison Barnes didn't play.
Oh, but Jeremy Sohan played 10 seconds.
The point isn't that they can't play. I'm saying making a real positive contribution to the game. The Knicks have more players that can do that right now than the Spurs. Keldon plays. He's ass. Luke Cornett comes in. He finally had some good minutes the last game, but he's pretty much still boo-boo. We complain about the non-Wemby minutes all the time. Do you know who's in do the non-Wemby minutes? Luke Cornett. Nigga, that's why. So Keldon's ass coming off the bench. Luke Cornett's ass coming off the bench. Harrison Barnes is a veteran you can't trust. And who else is playing over there? Who else is playing? Carter Bryant, good grief. He's ass as well. You can't trust him mentally. He don't be there mentally majority of the time. So they have 6 niggas they can actually play. 6.
Pin, it's okay. Just breathe. We will be back on Thursday, Pin.
I'm breathing.
We'll be back on Thursday. All right. Hey, the sun will rise again. All right.
And let me tell you what you're going to be saying on Thursday.
Oh, damn, Ken. The better team. If the Spurs win, I think they deserve a ton of credit for managing to win this series. The Knicks are clearly better than them.
I don't see it.
Better.
I really don't see it.
You know why? Because you wrapped up in Wemby.
Better,
That's
but they
it.
can guard the Spurs just
That's why, Ron.
No, it's not Wemby. It's not Wemby. It's not. It's not.
It is, Ron.
But yeah, if the Spurs manage to win, if the Spurs
you have a lot of
manage
money
to
in
win
Wemby
this
stock.
series,
I see you.
I'm not saying it's Wemby is proving how great. Like it's not just Wemby, but if the Spurs win this series, that's a huge testament to them because the Knicks, in pretty much every conceivable measure, especially in this postseason, are better than them.
They are
Whether that's a depth argument, an offensive argument, a who can guard who better argument, pretty much all measures, they are better. Offensive rebounding, like the second chances, the possession battle.
I would say
if
more.
you win in 9 different margins, you end up opening a pretty big gap.
Yes, you do.
That's it.
Ron, real quick question. Where is San Antonio better than the Knicks?
So, they have better guard play. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
They're better guard play offensively, and they're better guarding on the perimeter.
Who are the guards? What guards? Can I just be specific? I don't know.
Come on, you know who the
wings guards.
Harper.
No, I don't.
No. I'm talking about their 3. My bad. All right. Damn, relax, big nigga. The 3-point guards. Yes, okay, relax, bro. Why you so on edge? Relax. The 3-point guards. The 3-point guards. So on offense, they're better with those 3. So guard play, offensively and defensively.
And the Knicks is just.
It's whoever you want to include. You could say
it would be Brunson, McHale, and Shamet. No, Brunson, McHale, Shamet.
And you could throw in Jordan Clarkson and Jose Alvarado in there too, if you want to just add depth or whatever.
Now, mind you, Ron, this the same De'Aaron Fox. This is the same De'Aaron Fox who I've been hearing the whole playoffs that he shouldn't be playing. It's the same De'Aaron Fox that I heard that he shouldn't be playing. But we're in an NBA championship, and they're better in terms of their overall guard play than the New York Knicks are.
I didn't say De'Aaron Fox. I said De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper.
Right, he's a part of that.
Yes, and you've been up here hyping him the whole time. Every time somebody comes up here and says he's not playing good, you be the main one talk about no, Foxy is good. They need him out there to not turn the ball over and control the pace and yada yada yada. So chill, like.
Yes, sir.
Come on, like I'm saying certain things don't have to be argued. The Knicks don't have as good of guards as the San Antonio Spurs. That's one thing. The next thing is the center. Yes, Karl Anthony Towns has played good the first 2 games. Come on, guys. We don't have to argue this.
I agree.
I don't want to necessarily say in the paint because then you have to start adding in OG and Mitchell Robinson. Yeah. But I would just say center play.
Okay.
They have that, and just overall best player, they have that. Also,
that's it, Ron. That's it.
You're running out.
No, because I do. Hold on, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me. No, who has a better defense?
The Spurs.
I have Wemby. Oh yeah. Okay. So that was the next thing I was going to get at. They have a better defense. Also, too, and I need y'all to just hear me out. I do think that the Spurs can shoot, and on any given night can be a better 3-point shooting team.
All right, yeah, that's enough.
See, now you're
that's enough.
And that's that.
Wait a minute.
That's enough.
So they outshot him last night. Time out. No. Why is it enough that they outshot him last night? Why is it enough that they outshot him last night?
Outshot him last night. They could be a better shooting team.
Because what? That's literally what I just said. I said I think the Spurs can shoot with the Knicks.
12 of 34 from 3. The Spurs went 12 of 34 from 3. The Knicks went 13 of 37. The difference is literally 0.2%.
So what did I say? Because you guys say I don't listen. No. You guys say I don't listen. What did I say?
Right.
I said I do think that the Spurs can shoot to the level of the Knicks or on any given night.
But why are you saying that?
Well, give us a night where they did that. Like,
the Knicks have more reliable jump shooters than the Spurs.
I know they have more reliable. Jump shooters. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if Jalen Brunson is going to be a brick from 3 or just throwing up bullshit, if Josh Hart is not going to have a 4 for 7 game every night.
Okay. So on the Knicks worst shooting night, the Spurs can hang. Okay.
No, and then also too though, and here's a big reason why I'm saying that. Here's a big reason why I'm saying that. Devin Vassell hasn't really got it going yet. De'Aaron Fox is going to have a night where he hits.
And say this.
What?
Devin Vassell ain't missed last night.
He went 2 for 3 from 3. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he hasn't had a game where he's broken out yet. Devin Vassell hasn't got it going yet. De'Aaron Fox is going to have a game where he hits 2 or 3 threes. Dylan Harper may have a game where he finally decides to make a couple threes. You know?
Like, but you see how it's a lot of these guys may get it going. Meanwhile, it's like, oh yeah, OG shooter, Mikal shooter, Brunson shooter, Cat shooter, Landry Shamet shooter. We're just naming shooters. Like these guys. Yeah,
Jordan Clarkson came with the bench.
Shooter. And that doesn't mean they're never going to have bad shooting games. I think Landry Shamet was like 1 for 9 yesterday. I'm not saying they're not going to have bad shooting games. But you are naming guys who can get it going. We are naming guys who can shoot. These guys are shooters.
Once again,
who on once in a blue moon can make some threes. That's the difference.
Once again, no, Devin Vassell's not a once in a blue moon guy. Julian Champagnie is Julian Champagnie.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Wemby too. Like y'all, even though y'all don't like to do this, Wemby is a 3-point shooter too.
Oh, he is.
He was like 2 for 9 over the first 2 games.
He shoots.
Yeah, like
Vassell and Champagnie are their shooters. Everyone else is, if they make threes, yay.
Morris, remember that time in Seattle when we played that game and I had Josh Smith and the question was like, can he shoot? And I was like,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is one of those situations. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, literally. This
all right, all right. You know what? I'm gonna just
make him as a bonus shooters.
I'm gonna pull a chill town. I'm conceding to you guys. The Knicks are just so much better. Knicks in 5.
They are.
Okay, all right. They are. No. Knicks in 5. Next super chat.
Good job,
Knicks in 5. Next super chat. Y'all right.
Too long. 6, so I'm hoping that we can get.
Nah. Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5.
Well, we got basketball until at least Saturday, so we got that going on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
The best case scenario is this series.
Wait a second. Until Saturday. Yo, chill. Do you not see what Asia Wilson is doing right now?
I'm sorry, the NBA. We got NBA basketball.
Shit, cause see, I'm pulling up to check her out on Thursday. They play at the Motor on Thursday, so I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark game winner after you guys was hating.
Did you see that terrible defense? Like, what type of defense?
Now it's this, man. Now she can never get no credit, man. All right, man.
You're not. No, this is the problem. Wait. No. See, look. Morris. No. Wait, hold on, real talk. Hold on, real quick. Because when I say that, To people that don't know what I'm talking about because they didn't watch it, they don't understand that I didn't say they weren't playing good defense on her in the game. I'm talking about the game winner that was a bad defensive IQ. That's what I'm talking about.
Man,
so before y'all get the crying and shit, man, at least know what I'm talking about.
Double C can never get no credit, man. It's all good, man.
It was a good shot, but it was terrible basketball IQ. You don't go for that steal.
And that's a you problem. She still had to make that shot.
I know that to me. I know that, Chill. I'm not saying that she.
Do you know that?
I mean, she did miss free throws.
Oh my God! Why didn't I have a dentist appointment today? Y'all are killing me.
It ain't too late to go to the dentist.
Make it when it counts. Make it when
It
it
ain't too late to go get your teeth. Hey, it ain't too late to go get your pearly whites done up.
We only got 20 minutes left. I should have left 3 hours ago.
All right, no doubt.
Well, hey, Mar, hey, I mean, shit. How many times we get to do this because of Trae Young? I mean, shit. Trae Young get a lot of game winners. I don't understand.
I mean, you was going like this. Okay,
yeah, that's the boy, you know.
But all right, so in the game that they won by 2, she was a -1. She was only negative in the starting lineup. By the way.
All right, I got a super chat. I got a super chat from Tupac Westside. Damn, you niggas show can do some hating. That you are living up to that hat. God damn, you are living up to that hat, boy.
Hey, Kelsey played with the bench because Caitlin was in foul trouble early on in that game.
Real talk. We
what
get
that
it.
means is she was playing defense. I know.
What that means is she was playing defense.
We watched the goddamn game, so I can't come up here and talk about them.
What that means is she was playing defense.
They extended the lead when Caitlin went to the bench because the defense got better. I'm
Real
watching
talk.
the game.
We get it. She's the third best player on the team. We get it.
No. We're not gonna go ahead because I want to be very.
We heard you and we get it.
Ron. I've heard
we get it
all day. We've been doing this shit all day. I'm gonna finish saying what I'm saying.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to be very clear to the people that don't listen, the people on the panel and the people in the chat that don't listen and just freak out when you hear one simple thing. I want to be very clear that Caitlin Clark shot the ball very well. That was a hell of a shot. She did what she does. She shoots the piss out the ball. I am not a Caitlin Clark hater, and I'm not hating on Caitlin Clark yesterday. I'm just merely pointing out that that was a terrible defense at the end of the game. You close out on the shooter. You don't risk. You don't go to the casino and gamble on things like that unless you are sure you're going to get the ball. You stand in front of your defender and close out. With all that being said, Caitlin still could have hit that over her. You know what I'm saying? She still could have hit the shot. I'm just saying. Simply pointing out. Great shot, Caitlin, because you're a hell of a shooter. One of the best shooters I've ever seen. Keep doing what you do.
Exactly. And if we can create some more open quality catch and shoot looks for her instead of a majority of her threes being off the dribble, I think her percentages will go up.
All right. I got a super chat from Tupac Westside. Tupac Westside sent through $10, chimed in with his daily super chat, and said, "Morning, fellas. Props to Wemby and Castle for balling out. They were locked in. I think what cost New York the most was that they weren't playing through Cat consistently. Jalen Brunson scored was a -9 and had 5 turnovers.
Garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Trash.
He was a negative in game 2 as well, but they won.
Yeah.
I think like historically this 72.4% true shooting for OG is really something that isn't getting enough praise. Like I understand he's not a first option, so maybe people aren't like talking about this, but I'll remind you, LeBron has never had a playoff run where he's been north of 70. Shaq, by the way,
these is facts. No, these is facts.
I'll give you one better. I'll give you one better, Mars.
I told you he was one who sent that shit to Ron yesterday.
These is facts.
I'll give you a fun fact though. Victor Wembanyama is about 63% true shooting right now, which is pretty elite. Shaquille O'Neal has never had a playoff run where he's been north of 60.5. You're gonna say relative true shooting, et cetera, and obviously a lot of it is dragged down by the free throw percentage. Just want to say that 22-year-old with very limited spacing right now is doing this in his first real playoff run.
Hey, Shaq, step aside, brother.
Playing great. Yeah, he's playing great.
Hey, the future is now.
Shaq, we're good. We got Wemby.
Y'all remember that. The future is now. Shout out my man Gabe and them. You guys know who I'm talking about. All right. Zenin Foz sent through $9.99 and said, Knicks turned their arena out so the Cheeto could take a nap. Shaking my head.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't see what's wrong with taking a nap.
He wasn't sleeping. He's just his face. His face looks like he's
even if
sleeping
he
all the
was,
time.
let the guy sleep. If you want to sleep, you want to sleep.
He's 90.
There might have been other people in that arena asleep. You just wouldn't know because the camera went on.
I know somebody up here.
Not for 7,000.
Their life that fell
$7,000
asleep.
was a
Some
sleep.
people just got that money to.
Nah, nigga, not for 7,000. I'm not sleeping.
You know,
Hey, didn't you fall asleep when Luka Doncic was cooking?
Hey, because it was boring. Hey, I done did it before. I feel Donald Trump. Also, it's not like he spent no money on the ticket. How Jay outlined, he ain't spent no money on the ticket. He ain't losing nothing.
Inconvenient for everybody for you to get to the game and go to sleep.
Hey, man.
So?
They should have made him pay. Then he would have took it serious.
That's part of life, man. Y'all stop crying, man.
They still go into the game.
Yeah, you niggas stop crying.
You know what was real inconvenient? The fact that they all paid for that ticket and watched their team lose. That's not that they paid for their ticket, had to go through security and the man.
Half them niggas in there ain't Knicks fans for real. They just celebrities that want to be
at the game.
Half of them ain't Knicks fans. Half of them.
No, half them niggas not Knicks fans. No,
half of
them. Just like half of y'all ain't Knicks fans.
Inconvenienced.
Because of the real ones. You inconvenience the real ones too, because they couldn't even be outside.
Hey, I do want to say this about
the people in the arena, right? Man. You got enough money, you be all right.
So when we talked about it earlier, and I was saying like, because I do believe that there's still a lot of Knicks fans in the building. Just because you make a shit ton of money doesn't mean you're not a fan of the team.
Not a Knicks fan. That's true.
I do want to say that pricing out some of those fans could actually lower and lessen the zoo mentality that you want in the arena. You got a lot of the people outside are actually the ones that you want inside in this type of event. You know, you got these high society folks. You know, these high society folks, they're gonna kind of sit down, cross their legs, and clap like, "Oh, good shot, good shot." You want a motherfucker in there like me that's gonna get out and jump around and talk some shit. You know, push the people next to you and get rowdy. You know what I'm saying? You got these Cardi B's in there. Titties all out and just clapping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Keep her there.
Cool.
Keep her right there.
Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and all. But we want to get that motherfucker a little turned up, you know. They should probably think about that.
The big advantage of home court,
I will say that.
The big advantage for home court is like the similarity, you know, the comfort level that home players have of like, this is the routine, this is normal. The minute you bring Trump into the situation, no one has home court advantage anymore because everyone's kind of like off rhythm, if that makes sense. Like your entire pregame media was not allowed pregame, right? You're having a completely different situation coming into the game. I think it was a distraction. It shouldn't have happened.
It disturbed their routine.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is even more evidence of why the Knicks are going to win Game 4.
Hey, Trump, pull up Game 6. We need you in the house again for Game 6. Pull up.
Nah.
And then pull up Game 7 in San Antonio.
Does he know Game 6 will not be there?
We're not going to San Antonio with them big girls.
We would not be having this conversation if former President Barack Obama showed up. We would not be having this conversation.
Barack Obama did show up in 2019.
Yeah, all right, fellas.
To support Masai Ujiri.
I gotta keep it pushing on these super chats. Shin JT
we bring the black president up, and now we got to move on. I see you. Where's I see you.
Shin JT Maniac. I ain't even gonna comment on that because y'all will really be mad at me. Shin JT Maniac said, Ron, genuinely, I don't think you understand how big soccer is. Mars won't tell you, but it is a generational gap.
Who said that?
Absolutely.
He just said Boss was more entertaining. He walked back the initial statement that was nonsense. So good luck.
You know what? I think I might want to walk forward it. We'll save it for the World Cup.
You'll be wrong, lad. I ain't there.
Like,
I
you'll
have
be
no problem with
so
you being
wrong, Ron.
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying you'll be wrong.
What's wrong with being wrong? See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all be so scared to be wrong.
I have no problem with
throwing around topics and opinions and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with being wrong.
Right, but you're actively trying to be wrong.
I ain't bothered to correct you. Just go be wrong. There's nothing wrong.
You're making a conscious effort to be wrong.
You put the Ron in wrong.
Trying to be wrong.
All right, hey, capitalize the RON in wrong. All right.
Good.
Motherfucker.
Absolutely nothing wrong with being wrong.
but he's actively attempting to be wrong. Like he's making a conscious effort.
Well, no, this take right here is ridiculous. Like we know soccer runs.
I didn't even make this take. It was an accident. I said my bad. Let me rephrase this. But if
that was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all want to throw it on me, I'll make a whole TikTok scene of it. But anyways,
I think basketball clears soccer, but the rest of the world doesn't feel that way. So nothing wrong with
the
that.
only time them low scoring sports be like fun or playoff time, because the only time I watch baseball, for instance, is playoff baseball, because it is like you're on the edge of your seat because every one run feels like, oh my goodness.
What's y'all stadium out there? You don't go to Astro games?
You talking about no, we have the Houston Dynamos.
I'm talking about baseball. I'm talking about baseball. You don't go to Astro?
Oh yeah. I've been to an Astro game, yeah.
Man, see, that's the thing.
You can always go to Astro game for $10 because don't nobody go to.
I mean, baseball. Yeah, baseball games are already like they just cheap anyway. Like I mean, shit, baseball games be fun.
But a playoff baseball game though,
very expensive.
It's lit.
Well, anytime the Yankees come to Seattle, I pull up. You know.
You feel me?
All right, can we change subject?
It's not Ranger Stadium anymore. But.
Can we change subject? Said, shout out to Wemby for pushing that bobblehead Smurf after he was grabbing Jersey, trying to pin him. Wemby played like best in the world and stop crying about the refs. Hart kicked Cornette and the bench ran up on him.
When is somebody going to just, you know what I'm saying? Right here to one of the kidneys or liver, just big ass nigga, stop.
So who? Wemby
is stacking up the plays to where it's like,
he always doing a little dirty ass shit.
If I was the Knicks coach and stuff, I see my quote unquote best player get shoved like that. Come on, Huck Porty, get in the game real quick.
Do your job.
You know what I'm saying? Pick up two fouls. You know, just leave some on him real quick. We'll pay your fine. Don't worry about it. We'll pay your fine, and then go sit back down. That's how you gonna earn your ring.
We seen this dude do dirty shit every series, and then they send out Carter Bryant to go out there and tackle people because he can't play for real. So it's just like, bro,
Jesus.
when are y'all gonna do something back?
You can't watch.
Not in this series, he can't.
Okay.
He had a corner.
He started off well the last game.
Did you see those 2 fouls from Carter Bryant?
Yep.
He just looks
out there for one reason.
On a guy who's
and
got
Mitch Johnson 100%
40 pounds on him.
He 100% wants to play him so bad. He just can't.
He's playing young. Yeah, he plays young.
He just can't play him. As much as he wants to play him, he just can't. No.
But he has moments where he looks
And
good.
I was an advocate of Carter Bryant last summer when I seen him in the summer league. You know how I was talking about him. But he's not there yet. Nope. He is not there yet.
Yeah, no one said he was there yet. That he's going to get there someday soon.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to have a great summer.
Yeah,
I could get with that.
I hope he does.
Shout out to the kid. I'm just saying right now, today, he's not ready. That's all I'm saying.
This is one of the worst hosting performances I think I've seen this year out of Ron. Like, we know Ron is usually L.
Can't even hear him. And on top of that,
don't even tell him, Chill. Don't even tell him.
I just got back off a week off. It's rust. Can I knock the rust off?
You were your first day back.
You know what?
And
that's why
last week.
Me too. And that's why this summer I'm giving you 4 hell. Ox, you chill. What? You are going to quit the panel. Real talk. I'm on your line. And Mars. Wemby was 2 for 4 from 3 last night and 1 of 1 on long twos. I ain't forget about you either. I'm on your helmet. It is going to be ruckus all summer.
What do I got to do with this?
Hey, Jay, you better be ready to turn up, nigga. Hey, you better hope it's a parade in New York. Hey, y'all better be with it. Man, me and Penn lighting y'all up. And don't get me started with the other ball character.
And in the meantime, you are putting up 4 for 22, 6 turnovers in 28-minute performances right now. That's what's
and
going
guess
on.
who's going down with me?
Looking like Jalen Brunson.
And guess who's going down with me?
Who?
You.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I lose, we lose.
Ron 6 for 28, fucking 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers.
1 for 7 at the long ball line. Oh, get Ron ass off the field.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little air ball. Anyway, Spanish Jose TV said, chill, you were right. These New York fans are the worst. Last night on social media, I'm seeing New York fans destroying their city, terrorizing Spurs fans, ripping their jerseys off. Disgusting behavior, Jay.
That's propaganda. That's propaganda. Y'all just believe everything I see on social media.
Spurs jersey.
You saying it's
which
not
is also
happening,
silly if you the city looks fine.
At some point, you just gotta be aware of the situations you're putting yourself in.
Y'all want to take
Hey,
the
They standing on business, and I respect it.
Nah, cool.
Pin.
I want to make this abundantly clear before this gets misconstrued. Fans shouldn't be attacking people. Cool, understood. Cool.
But
You should also have the self-awareness to not go around New York in a Spurs jersey.
I'm standing on business. They standing on business.
Cool.
All they
you
gotta
wanna
do is
that,
be able to fight a little bit.
You need to be aware of the risks that come with that decision. That's cool.
That's
So
like-
if I gotta
that's
whoop
like-
some ass, I gotta whoop some ass.
I mean,
That's
it's
like-
like
I gotta get
losing
my
pretty
ass
badly.
whooped because of what I'm wearing. Are you crazy?
It's like the
You
early
gotta
2000s
understand-
come
you
to
gotta understand
no,
the
no,
what
no,
regular
no, no,
game.
Fuck
Yeah,
this.
you
Don't
understand
normalize stupid behavior. That's stupid
You
behavior.
don't remember games?
It's not about normalizing.
You can
It's about
absolutely get your
understanding
ass
the
whooped for
reality.
what you wearing, nigga.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
we can live in an alternative reality where everyone ideally
Nobody
doesn't
up
attack
here
people for
is
no
about
reason.
to beat up a
Realistically, they
dude for
do.
wearing a different jersey. Nobody up here. Why are you standing there normalizing behavior that
It's
like
not
is-
norm. We got to stop thinking with emotion and think logically. Yes, no one should be attacked for wearing a sports team's jersey.
Which you
that
said
should
that.
not happen.
Which you
The
said
reality of the situation is
That's
there
going
are
on.
idiots out there
That's
who
going on.
will do that, and you therefore wearing said jersey puts you in a position to be a victim of something that shouldn't happen, but is very likely to happen. If you want to protect yourself, you do not do stupid things knowing stupid people exist. That's
There you
all
go.
I'm saying.
Yo,
You know idiots exist. You know there are people who are going to take offense to a
There you
Spurs
go.
jersey because they are stupid. You know that there is
Yeah,
a
hold on.
likelihood of
All right, hold
danger
on.
coming bestowed upon you, and you decided to wear said jersey. That means you put yourself in a position that you knew was risky. Yes, because of the idiots out there, but you know
Right,
the world. is
Pin.
full
I
of
thought you
idiots.
was all for bullying. What happened to all that shit you was talking?
You're not
What?
wearing.
What? What?
That's
What?
not
What?
normal.
No. Wait. What happened to that tough ass shit you was talking last week? You was talking all
You
that
guys are
tough
just
ass
stupid, I'm gonna
shit.
be honest. You guys are just
But bullies, you
That's
need
not
bullies. You need
bullying.
people to do that. It changes.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys are just.
It
dumb.
changes.
bullying.
It changes the way people think. You need that. Now you over here with
That's-
this soft ass.
okay,
I can't believe you guys are doing this. But just
Hey, no,
last
you
week
going-
you was with
hey,
all
no, you
that
going
tough
to-
ass rah shit. Yeah, see, that's what I told you. I told you that shit wasn't cool. Now look at you.
I don't think
That's not
bullying is
Now look
bullying.
at your
I
ass.
don't
So
think
now
it's
look
That's
at
not
your ass
bullying.
over
That's
here.
I don't think
that's assault.
assaulting people is literally a crime.
That's not bullying.
Well,
Just so we're
whatever.
clear.
I mean, bullying
Okay.
is.
It is a form of
I don't
bullying.
think
It is.
bullying is
It
a
is.
crime. I don't think bullying is a crime.
All I
Yo,
know,
all my
it is.
Spurs fans.
My bullying is I put old boy
I
head
don't
in
have
the
a
toilet
problem
and
if you
flush
fucking
it.
boo the guy wearing a
I would
sock
rather.
or
I would
something.
no. I
That's
would. I
assault.
would much.
Yeah,
That
that's
is assault.
bullying, though. That's
I would
what-
much rather. I would much rather you jump me for wearing a jersey than stuff my head in the toilet. Real talk. Absolutely.
true.
Yes.
That's
Yo,
facts.
but
Yes.
both are a crime, by the way. I just want to be
Okay, just so we're clear.
Right.
I said
Right.
bullying was effective.
No,
I did
Pin,
not
don't try to
sit here-
fix it now. You was with all the tough shit last week.
No,
now
see,
you with the
no,
soft shit. Now you with the complete fucking
just wanna
opposite.
Yap. And
Nah,
then
nah,
somebody-
because you was
some-
yapping, and I told you. Now,
No.
see what I'm saying? You was tough last week. You with the soft shit this week. Make up your
Nah,
mind.
something that happens on this platform is somebody talks, and then somebody else tries to talk, and then the person who was originally talking
And
talks,
you
talks.
psychoanalyze that and then act like you know everything, but you
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I never sat here and
Ron is
advocated
so
that you should be
biased.
beating people up for having glasses.
Right, Pin.
I said
Right,
bullying
right.
is effective. It is effective. Unfortunately, it does work sometimes. There is a difference between jeering at a person or booing a person for wearing a Spurs jersey in a New York arena. That makes sense to me. You should boo the guy wearing the Tim Duncan jersey or the Wemby jersey. Where I draw the line is when you're stripping the guy of his jersey and kicking him on the street. That to me is not the
We
same.
all agree.
Okay?
All agree.
Okay, perfect.
nobody
So Mars,
disagree with
when
that.
you are sitting here saying, but you should be mindful of what you wear because some people are stupid, you sound a lot like people in the 90s saying that women should be mindful of what they wear in dark alleys.
No,
It
that's
just sounds
not
really
fair.
Stupid.
No.
Oh, okay, my fault. That's not
Okay,
fair.
you know,
Not fair.
This
No.
is-
I'm going to be very careful with my words.
No, Mars.
Yes, please,
All
please do.
I am saying.
I want you to stay and go home.
Yeah,
Come on.
I shall not be cancelled for what is about to happen.
Thank you.
It is very clear what I'm saying. We all agree that there are stupid people who exist on this planet. We all agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
We all agree sports fans have a large conglomerate of said stupid people. We all agree with that. Who take
Correct.
things too seriously and invest probably too much of their lives into this. With that being said, that then means that if you go into a hostile environment, such as a Knicks game, when your team is facing the Knicks in the most high stakes environment possible in the NBA Finals, and you go there wearing a Spurs jersey, that means the likelihood of danger coming towards you is increased. That is not right. That is not what should happen, but that is the reality. And at some point, we have to live in reality and not ideal circumstances. This world is not an ideal circumstance. Unfortunately, there are bad people. There are people who commit crimes on a daily. That is not what I want to happen. I don't want people to be murdered. But the reality is that happens in this world. So if you put yourself in a position like a hostile environment and then go wearing something that can bring danger upon you, not that the danger is justified, not that we want that to happen to you, but knowing that those risks exist and you still doing that, you, in my opinion, have made a stupid decision. Not because you should be punished for the decision, but because you know the risks that come with said decision. Therefore, you, in my opinion, have done something to yourself that has put you in danger. Now, you shouldn't be in danger, but the reality is you now are. If you don't agree with that, if you think that's disagreeable, you are just an idiot.
And
I don't know what to tell you. You are just wrong.
It's something that could have been avoided, Jay, because I am from Jersey, and you know how much I am a Tim Duncan fan. I am not putting on a Tim Duncan jersey, going over to Madison Square Garden to watch the Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA championship.
I feel you.
Just off the strength of what the environment is. Not because it's a basketball game. I know what it could be.
I agree.
Hey, Ron,
you just don't wear.
I know what it could be.
There's certain countries where you can't show your arms. I get it.
When we went out there around the world, hold on. When we went out there to LA, Ron, right? I had never been to LA before. Y'all had. I've never been to LA. One thing I for sure knew I wasn't finna wear a speck of blue and a speck of red. All my shit was gray, black,
real talk.
white, shit like that. I didn't know what was going on.
Real talk.
I ain't wear my pirate hat with the P. I know. Hey, shout out to the Pyro and all that. Hey, I wasn't finna be on it. You know what I'm
real
saying?
talk.
So
Guess what I did in LA? I wore my Mariners jersey and I wore my Seattle hat. All right. And guess what I'm gonna do when I go to New York? All right. Hey, Spurs fans.
You ain't doing none of that, bro.
Call to action, Spurs fan. Everybody in Texas, the real Texans. Yeah, the real Texans. We go throw a watch party. We go pull up game 4, and we wearing all our Spurs gear. I dare you soft ass New York niggas to come and interrupt this. Hey, come and interrupt this party, all right? Hey, I dare y'all step in this circle. I dare y'all to come around these parts and mess up our watch party while we celebrating game 4. Hey, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. Y'all think y'all burning the city down? Hey, we gonna burn the city down.
I promise you, Jay. Ron is the one that got us.
Identity crisis. He don't know.
Ron is the one who got us in the Bronx. He got
and
us
another
in
thing.
We ain't got no business up there.
And another thing.
We have no business up there. He got us up there.
And another thing, San Antonio. There will be another game in San Antonio. It's guaranteed.
And if I'm a San Antonio,
if anybody pull up wearing blue or orange, we stripping them. All right, we taking
How many Knicks fans?
If anybody pull up wearing blue, I'm talking about. I'm not in San Antonio. We stripping them. All right, the same way they try to do us on their home turf, we doing them in our stadium. Don't pull up wearing that nonsense. We stripping y'all.
Fans were in San Antonio in game 2.
A bunch.
It was like
I bet it ain't no more. Yeah, San Antonio, we gonna riot.
It was close to a third of the crowd was Knicks fans.
Well, it's gonna be a third of that.
So if I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, if I'm a Spurs fan from San Antonio or wherever from Texas, and I make the trip to New York on my dime, on my dollar, I gotta wear a Knicks jersey to avoid getting knocked out.
You don't have to wear black.
Stupid.
You don't have to wear sports jersey. Wear black.
So
you don't have to wear a sports jersey.
I can't wear my team's jersey. I can't wear my team's jersey. That's some bullshit.
No one said you can't wear the jersey. You just got to know the risks that come with said jersey.
Okay, cool. And what I'm trying to say is, it's a fucking free country.
That's why they get arrested.
It
though.
is.
Absolutely.
It is. That guy who wore that Spurs jersey. That guy who wore that Spurs jersey used his own free will. If you believe in free will, that's a whole different conversation. Used his own free will to put on that Spurs jersey, and he used his free will to go to the game in said Spurs jersey. He did all of that. The same way those fans use their free will to wrongfully attack him for said Spurs jersey.
But hold on, Mark, because
all I'm saying is mitigate risk. At some point,
I ain't going to game 4. I ain't going to game 4. But if I was going to game 4, I'd show up in my Tim Duncan jersey. And if you jump me, we're scrapping, and that's okay.
No, you're not. You're getting stomped out.
Really scrap if you get jumped.
That's cool. You're going in the Spurs jersey, understanding the risk that comes with it. Cool.
Nah, we're pulling up thick. Game 4.
No one's saying don't wear what you want to wear. Wear a Spurs jersey if you want, but understanding the risk that comes with that, you have to be aware of it.
We're pulling up deep.
We live in a world where, unfortunately, things that shouldn't have a lot of risk tied to them do.
We live in a world where people are stupid
to an NBA Finals game,
right? And that's what Mark is saying, Penn. If you know that,
risk, no, but it does. Like, we don't live in a utopia where you're not at risk for simple things. Like, we don't live in that world. Unfortunately, you can be at risk for going to the wrong place at the wrong time. Just knowing that you don't go to a bad neighborhood at 11:30 at night. You know why? Not because you don't need something from the store, but you know that there's a risk that comes with that. And ultimately, is me getting a Snapple right now?
And I should be able to just walk around this bad neighborhood.
When you live on this earth, you know that there's some things that aren't worth the risks that come with them.
No,
is wearing a Spurs jersey.
What you're saying is when in Rome,
worth it? No, probably not. But if it is you, then wear it.
Penn, stop, man.
We gotta move on, y'all. We gotta move on. Like Mars.
If you don't agree, you're just
Penn knows. Let me say, Ron, because this is dumb. Penn knows where to be and where not to be. He knows what spaces. Stop, Penn.
Nah, Penn just ain't jacking them New Yorkers. Yeah, Penn, we gonna pull up in our Spurs gear and we gonna rep our squad. All right, that's what we gonna do.
I would just go for it, Ron. Chill. I'll just say this real quick. I mean, we've all been in rooms where it would be beneficial to be a different way, talk a different way, act a different way, believe a different way. Okay, I've been in a room full of people who support Donald Trump. I am not going to act like I support Donald Trump when I'm in that room. And if I get my ass beat for it, so what? I'm not putting that hat on, chill. And this is where I'm at right now. I am at a point in my life, and I have been at this point since I was 12 years old, where I am not pandering to you just because it might be safer for me. I'm not putting on a Knicks jersey if I support the San Antonio Spurs. That's standing on business. I'm not acting like I don't support what I support, which is why I'll come up here and get cooked or whatever for having an unpopular opinion, because quite frankly, chill, it matters more to me to be myself than to be right or to be liked or any of that stuff. And I feel like you're the same way. I don't think you're gonna start acting a certain way or talking a different way because people got an issue with you. And I feel like way too many people in this world, unfortunately, they fall into the when in Rome, right? Do as the Romans do. But unfortunately, the Romans are on crack.
You never said
sometimes the Romans are on crack.
Cool. No one said cool. Be yourself, Penn. No one said don't. Like, cool.
Hey, win in Rome, beat the Romans up. That's all I heard.
For the last 15 minutes, no one's disagreed with that, like, at all. But it's cool. We can just agree to disagree, whatever.
Yeah. Win in Rome, find the closest Roman and slap him in the face. All right, the next super chat. The next super chat is from Jacob Thomas 5354. Jacob Thomas said, MSG is way too overhyped. And on OG, he got to be like a 95 overall in 2K. Also, y'all New York fans need to learn how to behave.
Which one is it? We overhyped.
We just addressed that for 15 minutes. Yeah, I know. Ox watching the series just smiling every time OG do something. Like,
OG is hoping. OG's for sure.
He's in this whole post. OG's an amazing player. Like, regardless if we agree with what Ox says, maybe Ox does go a little bit overboard on OG and
OG is fucking
OG
awesome.
and Anunoby is amazing.
He is
like,
awesome.
He really is just an amazing player.
He is awesome.
So,
real shot maker too. Like he makes shots over and over and over again.
And he's so business minded too.
I was like,
he's so about his business. Like ain't nothing raw about him. It's just let me go out here and do my job.
He's
That's
cold,
him.
Joe.
So cold.
Yeah. That nigga gonna come to Earth soon. All right. The next super chat, Pin. Cover your eyes and do this because KB Knows Ball just chimed in and said Rudy is better because he is more scheme proof, better isolation defender and post defender. We watched him slow down Jokic and KD. Wemby's worse at those things because he's just bigger. Pretty simple. Pin.
I disagree.
Okay, Penn. There you go. Keep it short. Go ahead, Penn.
I don't even know why Rudy was the one brought up. It was AD 2020 to 23.
That's what I was
Y'all
thinking.
better
Real
stop
talk.
playing with that man, bro. We
You
cutting off the
respect
paint.
Draymond Green 21.
We cutting down the paint. We can
Don't
run
come on.
several different pick and roll coverages. We can switch out on the perimeter and move our feet. We can close out effectively. Man, stop playing. Man, AD was a problem in 2020, and he was a problem in 2023.
A big problem.
But whatever. Whatever.
All right, Jersey
G07
Joe.
says Rudy's better because net swing, because that's the only way he knows how to interpret basketball. So fair.
You better respect Rudy's defensive net swing in 21. Better respect that shit.
Jersey Joe sent through $9.99 and said, interesting that Chill wanted to defend OKC and the refs when people were saying they were getting calls. But the second it's the Spurs, Chill want to say, it's the officiating. You can't make this, or it's the officiating. You can't make this up. L. Wemby hater.
I said stop bitching about the refs, and I'm saying the same thing now.
But Wemby's not bitching about the refs, ironically.
He's talking about the fans. The fans complain.
The Knicks are bitching.
Thomas did not agree with Chill telling them to stop bitching about the rest.
We're complaining about the officiating, and I'm doing the same thing now.
But Chill, can you at least respect this gangly 7'5", 22-year-old foreign alien who is not complaining about the calls? Because I gather from what you're saying,
that's because he's allowed to elbow people without a suspension, and he's allowed to shove people in the head. So he has no business to complain to the refs because they've been supporting him this whole time.
You know what yesterday taught me? When you're the president, you get perks. Okay?
You ain't the damn president, though.
He's the president.
He's shaping up to be. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to usher him into office.
I suppose.
Ron served his 7 terms.
Get word. Shay had a brief stint, like half a term.
Shay was an intern.
What they call it? Damn.
Who was it that took over when
Talk about Truman.
Oh, Shay was impeached. That's what happened. He was impeached.
Shay was impeached.
Quickly.
Man, he weren't even elected. Man, he wasn't even elected. It's just everyone hated the other candidates. They just, I guess we'll just have Shay for now. I guess.
All right, fellas. Shout out to Jaleel Kai 305. Sent through $9.99. But brother, you ain't say nothing. So we appreciate the donation. Sometimes you don't need to say nothing. Sometimes the best super chat you can put is just nothing. Thanks, Jaleel. Dusty Plaques sent through $9.99 and said, chill. You literally said Tatum is better than Wemby. Like, why would people not think you're a hater? Wemby literally clears Tatum. You can't even acknowledge how good he is right now.
Does he clear Tatum?
I always acknowledge how
I'm very
how good he
comfortable
is.
saying he's better than Tatum.
I think Tatum is better at basketball than him.
I do too. I'm with you too.
That's all. I think Tatum. But
At
if I say
22.
that, I think if I say that, I'm a hater. And that's if I'm a hater, fine. I'm a hater. 100%. I'm a hater.
What they got to do if they? Wait, hold on. Hey,
I'm
Chill.
not
What they
gonna
got
lie.
to do if they're a hater? Chill.
Eat it. Eat it.
All-time hating starting five is actually pretty good. Kyrie at the 1, Steph at the 2, put Kobe at the 3, KD at the 4, and Wemby at the 5.
Damn. Wait, Kawhi. Hold on.
James
Wait.
Harden has to be the 6th man. James Harden has to come off the
Say the lineup again.
Kyrie, Steph, Kobe, KD, Wemby.
So Kawhi not in there?
No. Take Curry out. Move Bryant over to take Curry out.
Not Kyrie.
Yeah, take Curry out. Move Bryant over to the 2. Put Leonard at the 3 because I hate him too. Don't leave that part out. Put Leonard at
You
the 3.
hate James Harden as well,
Yeah,
but
leave-
like there's just so many. Like you can make a whole All-Star team.
Yes, sir. I
He
hate
hates.
Curry.
He said Magic Johnson was the best scorer than Steph. You asking if he hates Steph?
That doesn't mean I hate him because I think somebody's a better
No,
scorer
that's
than
hate. No, that is objectively hatred. I'm not gonna lie.
Hatred is I hate watching Steph Curry play basketball. I do not enjoy watching Steph Curry play basketball. He is a bad basketball player. The brand of basketball that he plays is just not good for the NBA. Everything that we're seeing today in the game, that's just bad for basketball, and he's the reason for it. That's hate. Me thinking that another point guard who is a pass-first point guard who didn't display how much of a scorer he is, and he could have done that in a wide-open system that's going on in the NBA today is not me saying that I hate Steph Curry. No, that's not the same thing at all. It's not even close to the same.
What you said first was overt hate. Right? Overt hate is different than like the little, subliminal hate. It's okay, Joe. We all got it. I hear you.
Yeah, I promise you, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond to your answer. I just want to be clear. Do you still hold those positions that Magic is a better scorer than Steph Curry and Luka Doncic?
Yes.
Okay.
In today's game, yes.
And also, Desmond Bain is like the 8th man on this team, too.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, to clarify what Real Talk said, I said that he would be in the conversation as the best scorer in the game if he played in today's game. That's exactly what I said.
It's not ridiculous to say.
That's not sort of kind of what I said.
At all.
I said that's exactly what I said. If Magic Johnson played in today's game in 2026, he'd be in the conversation as the best scorer in the game.
This is Chill's version of wearing
nothing better than Magic except shoot a 3.
One more time, Mom.
You said Steph does nothing better than Magic except shoot the 3.
I was here for that. You said to me.
I didn't say that. Yes, sir.
You didn't even give him the mid-range.
Show one of the greatest advantages.
It was literally just shooting 3s. That's all you said. You didn't even acknowledge the mid-range. Magic had a set shot. That's what you said. I remember.
And it was cash.
Cool.
It is cash, too.
It's
that mid-range jump shot is cash. That mid-range is cash.
And with bigger, longer defenders, it wouldn't be so cash.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I'm going to just take that from you, too. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
This is Chill's version of wearing his Spurs jersey. Hey, but Chill, he willing to wear it though. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
He's gonna be himself. Yeah, he's gonna be himself.
All right, y'all. Father Time sent through $9.99 and said, Wemby, when he's not playing against Chet, might as well be flipping burgers, man. It's crazy. If I was 8 foot tall, I'm more than likely averaging 40 points, 30 boards, and 12 blocks easily.
Father Time, if you were more than 8 feet tall, you'd be dead. Straight up. You wouldn't be a professional athlete.
Real talk.
You wouldn't be a professional athlete. You'd be chronically injured. You'd be in bed all day. Your mom would be getting you some soup. I don't know. You'd be living with your mom because damn sure you ain't going out and getting a job with all the back pain you got. Are you crazy? Everyone want to say if I was as big as Shaq, I would do this and that. You wouldn't do shit. Shut up.
Well, I gotta step up. What I do?
I think you should step up too, man.
Shit.
You're not giving your fullest potential. You remind me of Mars in his early days. You're not giving us everything that you. Hey, see, you guys should be more like Dylan Harper, or you should be more like Dylan Harper, but instead you're reminding me of. You're just not playing to the level you should play.
I gotta yell more. My fault. Let me get to yelling more. My bad, y'all. My bad. Say something so I can scream at some of y'all.
That Bronx gotta come at him.
I didn't say Jay step up.
Shit.
I said shut up. I'm pretty sure I said shut up.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
I was talking to the guy who sent the super chat.
He was responding to the super chat.
Yeah.
But Doug Ballout Highlights said, "Hello, fellas. Series not over yet for Brunson. Series is not over yet for Brunson, but rank these players on how they performed in the finals: Tatum, Brunson, and Shea. Also, go Spurs, go.
Brunson clears. Nobody else on the list. That's it.
Tatum, Shea.
There you go.
Better. Okay.
Wait, what was the players?
Tatum, Brunson, Shea. Rank them.
Tatum, Brunson.
Rank them as well.
Based on
their performances in the NBA championship.
Tatum, Brunson.
Yeah,
Tatum, Shea, Brunson. Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Tatum did not play bad. I mean, I guess defense.
He played fine defense.
Shea, Tatum, Brunson, and Brunson is like, way back.
Yeah, it's a gap.
Give me Tatum first. And then Shea. I feel y'all.
That closeout game for Tatum was probably what pushed him up a little bit high.
That was a good game. It was a good game. Low
Talk that shit, Ox.
I mean, I guess sure.
Talk that shit, Ox. OG is fucking tremendous.
Yeah, some guy named Big Ox Media sent through $9.99 and said, OG is the fucking GOAT.
Best wing in the game ever.
He's awesome.
With you, Ox. Let's go, bro.
He's awesome.
Shout out OG, man. Shout out OG.
Still can't believe we traded him. Fuck.
For fucking RJ. Oh, shout out RJ Barry. I'll be disrespectful.
RJ legit. Man.
You can be disrespectful.
No, shout out. I like RJ.
Cultured Bandit said every opposing team that plays in the MSG gets a +10 to all attributes, and the Spurs be playing prison ball.
Prison ball, bro.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, my coach used to tell me when I was playing, he said, if you complain about the rest, I'm taking your ass out the game. That's what he always used to say.
That's not your job. That's
if
the
you complain about
job.
shit you can't control, I'm taking. So I never got in the habit of complaining about the refs. But them, it's getting a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting a little hard, bro. It's getting a little difficult. It's getting a little hard to watch.
All right, Nims gassed up, sent through $5 and said, priced regular people out of the game and brought in a real fan that needed a nap during the game, I guess. Salute, I guess.
I do think that's fucked up. That's crazy. Yeah.
448 Damon sent through $5 and said NBA Finals game just happened and they want to talk about gentrification of the sport. Laughing my ass off.
I mean, yeah.
It is important though.
Pricing of the pricing of the game.
And the city where rent is $3,000 and then tickets to go to a sports game are $6,000. I think that's something to talk about. That's kind of crazy.
Shout out Nothing But the Tide, became a YouTube member. If you're not a member, now would be a good time to join up because it's almost summertime. And boy, if you haven't been around for a PC summer, you just don't know what summer is. Salute to everybody that is a member and salute to everybody.
Be said.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
Did you just say salute?
Yeah, salute. It's like shalom and salute in one.
Gotcha. That's cool. I haven't heard that before.
Nims gassed up. Sent through $5 more and said, if it's true that Cat hasn't scored in the fourth this series, then that's crazy.
It's not true.
It would be crazy if that's true.
It's not true.
Is it?
I've seen him score in the fourth. That's good.
All right. We'll keep a close eye on how Cat performs in the fourth quarter. Shout out, but not shout out, but shout out, I guess, to SF 49ers 4L RDW.
Oh, it's true. I'm wrong, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What does RDW stand for?
I'll be wrong. Damn, he ain't scoring the fourth.
Roll up the weed.
I thought it was riding something.
Thank you, Jay, for correcting me. Appreciate it.
I think it's writing something too, but I'm.
It says San Francisco 49ers for life riding.
DW. Know. You can only just.
I don't know who DW is, but shit.
Yeah. All right. Trey Ray sent through $5 and said, unfortunately, the Knicks are in trouble. Mikal looks scared, and the Spurs are winning the Brunson minutes, even with Wemby off the floor.
Yes, Mikal is scared.
Is a concern.
No, Mikal being scared. He got 2 quick fouls in 2 minutes. He was off the floor for damn near the whole first.
I think he just was kind of out of rhythm.
He picked up those fouls because he was scared.
He said, "Get me out of here.
Get me out of here. I want to. I want to."
Okay. Maybe I'm not watching the game close enough. My bad. I got you. That could have happened.
All right, fellas. Shadow 57 sent through $5 and said, what's more embarrassing? The defending champs getting swept or blowing a 3-1 lead? This is 1983 and 1989 LA Lakers or the 2016 Warriors.
Getting swept.
I think getting swept.
Dang, I think so. I think it's 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I think it's a 3-1 lead.
And I said as a Steph Glazer, I think that's a huge.
How is it more embarrassing?
But it's the same.
You just had to win one more game.
But in one case, you lose 4 straight versus losing 3 straight. How is losing 4 straight? You see what I mean? You didn't even show up.
If we got swept, we just weren't as good. If we blew a 3-1 lead, I would be embarrassed.
That's
I wouldn't want to go
embarrassing if you're the champions that you just weren't as good. What do we say?
But it's not embarrassing to get
but that happens from year to year. Like the championship teams one year.
I think it's more embarrassing to blow a 3-1 lead. I will feel more humiliated if I blew a 3-1 lead.
Was that embarrassing, real talk, that the Lakers missed the playoffs after they won championship? Or they got swept in the first round? Which one was it? They missed the playoffs?
They got swept in
the history?
No, they got swept in the NBA.
You see, real talk, you always make a personal jab.
Nah, related to your own team. Don't bring up the Lakers. We got 17 banners. Bring up something that happened over there.
That was the most recent time that happened over there. That was the most recent.
Oh yeah, you can't really speak on being the defending champion.
Right, bro.
You only have 2 times to do that. My bad. My fault.
Well, if he supported half the league, he could do that.
That's super embarrassing then, right?
I don't support half the league.
You got swept in the first round after winning the
Hey,
championship.
I know you like Jay. I know it's your month and everything. Got it. I don't support half the league. I'm a Laker Rocket fan, Ben. I just said 2 teams.
They didn't get swept after.
That's the second time you tried to get that shit off.
Jay, it's nothing wrong with having a Myers.
They got swept after losing in the championship.
Let's talk Butterball.
They got swept after winning the NBA championship.
I know it really gets under your skin. That's why I say it clearly.
All right, y'all. 448 Damon said, "Wait, I thought Chill didn't do the whole reffing thing. Ha 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 ha."
Oh, man.
Ha.
Man, you got too comfortable being so disrespectful.
I don't
man.
even know what that I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I thought Chill did.
And let me guess, you're gonna be crying in the comments after saying,
Clearly
"Oh my
didn't
God, Penn started it."
Clearly didn't think. If you
They call me a bully. Yeah.
Thunder up
No
404.
It's my real talk. That was for me.
Well, you would be you would be included in this if
Oh shit!
You picking the wrong 5-letter B.
You might be the poster boy of this month. You know.
That's what they were saying. Not me. Oh, hey, whoa,
Ben, you're not bothering me, Ben. It's whatever. Let's keep going.
As you were saying, Ron.
Thunder up 404 said, "As a Thunder fan, I'm tired of seeing quote unquote we should have listened to OKC about officiating tweets. Refs are not the main problem in this series."
They're a factor. They're a factor. I think it's the difference in calls, right? Like, one is a flagrant and one is a.
I understood it for OKC. I got it, but again, at that time,
I'm trying, Double H. I'm trying.
That was y'all's fight. That wasn't my fight at the time. I wanted y'all to lose, so it is what it is.
Jaleel Kai 305, he had sent through that $10 super chat and it didn't say anything, but he re-clarified what he was trying to get off, and what he was trying to get off was some real shit. Jaleel Kai 305 said, "All that bench Castle shit can be put to bed now." Disgusting take.
Y'all said that?
Who said that?
I missed that word. I missed that shit.
I don't think it was a disgusting take.
I heard Benz D Fox. I ain't never heard
He was actively
never heard
destructive
that.
in game 2. He ruined every single run that they had in game 2. He had that bullshit foul baiting thing. Yeah, he played horrible in game 2. It was valid in game 2. In game 3, he bounced back. He was amazing.
We're not benching.
You said that, Penn?
I didn't say that.
Oh,
but
I did. I wanted him to be benched for Dylan Harper so they could finish the game because the other 2 players were playing better.
Dylan Harper comes out and shoots 5 for 18.
Dylan Harper has outplayed De'Aaron Fox in this series. Let's just be real about that. Like he may not be out shooting him always, but he's outplayed him. He's had more command and control of the game. So when it comes down to it, I'm kind of glad the Spurs finished with a 3-card.
How's he having more the command of the game? He's playing off ball.
He's playing on the ball.
Last night, De'Aaron was deferring to him though. The ball was in Dylan Harper's hands. Which I'm not actually. I'm not mad at it. But I haven't when it's him and Harper minutes though. I haven't necessarily seen him defer to just Harper. He'll defer to Castle.
Yeah. That is right.
But I wasn't mad at it though. And also too, I thought Dylan Harper was good last night. Yes, he didn't shoot the ball well, but I liked his aggression. I liked him getting downhill. The threes he was shooting, he got to shoot them. Like if they're gonna leave you butt naked, you gotta shoot the ball. So. Keep hooping, Dylan. Also, Stephon Castle, Spurs' second best player. It's good to see you back again. All right, Knock the Hustle 123 sent through $5 and said, "Real talk and Mraz. Real talk and Mraz. Fry Fox the same way you did Castle after game 2. Castle outplayed him all playoffs."
Fox in that last game wasn't as bad or detrimental as Castle was in game 2. So
he been cool the last 2 games.
Fox just isn't. He hasn't been like really good, but Fox also just. I don't think he has as low of a floor as Stephon Castle.
In my
he
opinion.
definitely does.
I agree.
I don't. Stephon Castle can literally just be throwing the ball away. Like it's just like, and Fox doesn't do that.
He had 20 turnovers in 2 games. What are you doing, Penn?
Yeah.
20. What's happening to you right now?
Yes, against OKC.
Okay.
So I was up here criticizing it too, but what I'm saying is I don't think De'Aaron Fox has been very good in the playoffs so far. And if you're having to compare a $50+ million, okay, that's a max contract, a $50+ million player in his prime, former All-NBA, versus a second-year player who's really getting his first taste of playoff action. I'm sorry, I can't even take you seriously. Overall, who's been better? Steph Castle's been better. Who had the worst game? Steph Castle had the worst game. If you want to hang your hat on that, cool.
But
so you're giving him a pass
with that?
Yes, we do.
I'm not giving him a pass. Those 20 turnovers.
You're giving him a pass. You're saying that the reason why he's played this bad because he's young, so it's okay.
I also don't think he's a point guard. I don't think he's a point guard.
You're a $50 million player, so you shouldn't be playing this bad, which he didn't. He has not played that bad.
He shot 4
Meanwhile, the young dude
he can't make an open jump shot.
19 turnovers.
They're running away from him.
He had a clutch jumper though. He hit the clutch jumper to seal the game.
He did. Big shot too.
He was 3 for 13 at that point.
I threw something when he did that. I was pissed.
Yeah, Jay, you ain't got a break that.
I was at work too.
If he makes one of those threes, he doesn't have to make the clutch jumper. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. Spanish Jose TV asked a good question. Maybe he said, "Where do you have the 2026 current Spurs amongst the 99, amongst the defense of the 99 Spurs, the 04 Spurs, and the 2016 Spurs? Are they at that table or serving it?"
They're serving it.
They're at their table.
The 99 Spurs defense wasn't, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like the 04 Spurs. And like this Spurs defense is really good. It is.
So at the table,
the Spurs defense is amazing. 05 was amazing as well.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So yeah, they're amongst that group.
Yeah.
There are just too many weaknesses on those rosters. If we're not doing era dependent, there's just too many players who play for those teams that are smaller or just not great defensively. So I'll give it to the Spurs team.
All right. We got a super chat from Ashley Wright. Ashley Wright chimed in and said, "Why is Kobe Bryant's name not mentioned in the best 22-year-olds ever? He smoked the Kings averaging 35 and 9. Not sorry, Ox, and destroyed Tim Duncan 33, 7 and 7, clear of 07 Bron."
You don't know he played with Shaq, so nothing he does count. Duh. That's the answer. Duh.
What a Lakers fan. You're so funny, real talk.
I'm saying, like every time you mentioned early Kobe, it just dismissed because he played with Shaq. So I mean, I guess.
When this initially came up, though, I inserted Kobe's name. And I do think Kobe's in this conversation. And I do have Kobe as a top 5 22-year-old all time. And that's just where I'm at with it. I seen second year Kobe. Or not second year Kobe, second championship Kobe. I seen that.
That boy was hooping for real.
448 Damon sent through another super chat and said, "The counter to a dumb argument / take should not be another dumb argument / take." Laughing my ass off.
I think he's talking about the jersey thing, but word.
He's talking about me when I was talking about him because he's a kid and you know how kids are.
Respect.
All right. Shout out to Retrace63. Retrace63 became a YouTube member. Salute to you. Also, J. Dot sent through $5. J. Dot 301 said, "I love this rookie class. We've seen it all year, but it's wild. We have multiple rooks who have been major pieces of high-level playoff squads so quick."
Yeah,
I agree.
Shout out to this rookie class, man. These dudes is hoopers.
Going
I'm
crazy,
eager
bro.
to see what this class looks like in like 5 years. And I really like those two guys in New Orleans. Huge fan of both of them.
Yeah, one of them.
All right.
That Derek Queen character is not.
Let's see.
6'8"
I can't wait to see sophomore year.
Facts.
Draymond was a 6'8" center. That was pretty good.
Please
6'6".
do not bring up Draymond Green.
Oh, yeah,
with
6'6",
Derek
6'6",
Queen ever again. Please.
Yeah, but he was just making the height comparison there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Draymond
Trey Ray said, why not have Josh Hart run the PG into Brunson ball, but have Brunson screened into his spot? ? You can DHO, get Brunson's man moving, create a collapse. I agree with this.
Yeah, we actually talked about that. Yes, we did.
Yep.
We talked about him being more of a ball handler. I can get with that.
Salute to Trey Ray. Appreciate you for tapping in. P. Yanzi became a YouTube member. Shout out to P. Yanzi. P. Yanzi said, P. Yanzi, salute to you. Zay Allen said in a $5 super chat, real talk, how is Olivia Miles the MVP over Asia?
How was Olivia the MVP? Oh, I did.
Yeah, how is she the MVP over Asia? Yeah. How'd you?
I mean, with the Lynx starting center and forward out so far in the season, right? No fee, obviously, and they have the best record in the W, and she's by far, in a way, the player that's driving winning. I mean, I think she's actually in that conversation now. Maybe me saying she's the front runner. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was a little bit of my fandom, but I am throwing her name in that hat for sure. For sure. Best record in the W, man. And the best players in playing. And then will you just watch her play?
Come on,
man. All right,
chill.
She's amazing.
Hey, real talk.
Olivia Miles you remember balling?
You remember last year I said she's the female Magic Johnson?
When did you did not?
In college. Yes, I did. When she was in college.
You did?
I said yes.
Oh, well, let's not insult Olivia Miles. Look, hey, look, man. Olivia. I've been the Olivia Miles advocate up here. Don't try to take that. You were up here trying to tell me how Hannah Hidalgo was back.
I still stand on everything I said, but you
need to not.
Hold up though. I've been a Hannah Hidalgo fan since she was a freshman. When she was a freshman, Olivia Miles was a sophomore. When Hannah was a sophomore, Olivia was a junior. So I was a fan of Olivia. It's a reason why last year I was talking shit about it. You know, things happen, but Olivia's dope. She like that.
Hannah not hitting the W playing this good off rip. Let's get that straight. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Olivia
out here but having a championship core around you helps a lot.
Sure, but she's already the best player on the team.
Right now, yeah. When Fee comes back, obviously. She'll be the best player. Yeah.
Okay. But they're still winning right now. So that's the point.
I'm just saying, like the continuity.
They got the best record in the league, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and they also the starting center is a new acquisition. Exactly, it's crazy. It's
insane.
It's unheard of.
But that also another thing, and this is another thing with women's sports too, and just college in general. Staying 4 years means a lot. Like we seen Caitlin Clark come in and dominate her first year. And I'm just mentioning a couple players. There were more. We seen Paige come in and dominate her first year. We're seeing AZ come in and she's actually hooping. And we're seeing what Olivia Miles is doing right now. Real talk says she's the front runner for MVP and will win the MVP. He definitely said that. So we're just seeing this.
Okay. But yeah, she even said that when after her year at Notre Dame, because a lot of people are like, why are you going back to school? You'll be like a top 2 pick. And she was like, I didn't feel like I was ready yet. I wanted another year to fine tune some things. She also wanted just another year coming off the ACL injury and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she does at TCU, in my opinion, she looked like a bit quicker and faster than that previous year at Notre Dame, which was her first year back after the ACL tear.
Real talk. She ain't entered the draft because she was getting that bag. That's why. If the bag would have been in the W, if it would have been an NBA contract, she would have got her ass up out of there. She went to TCU, which I'm not hating on her or I'm not knocking her for it. I would have did the same thing
to me than when she was that last year at Notre Dame.
Well, yeah, because she was the second best player at Notre Dame. That's why.
bro. Next super chat, bro. You still
yeah. You wonder why? That's why.
It was this gimmick. Olivia Miles, and so if she's better than Olivia Miles, do you know what you're saying?
Hey, newsflash, Kobe was better in 05 than he was in 2003. Oh, you want to know why?
Actually, he wasn't, though. Like, actually, 03 is legit a better season than 05. But I hear you, though. Whatever.
Bandit SPS said, stop acting like the loser YNs who do that shit represent all of us.
Well, Bandit SPS was lying earlier in the chat saying I was talking shit about Washington Heights. That ain't never happened, bro. I actually stood up here and defended Washington Heights, and the way I grew up in Washington Heights was amazing. So you are a liar.
I'm sure he is right. I was the only one who talked shit about Washington Heights.
Hey.
There you go.
Watch out, Ron.
All right, Quan103 became a YouTube member. Shout out to Quan, man. You guys be like Quan. Join up as a YouTube member and just keep supporting Players Choice. We appreciate you guys for tapping in. Everybody that's still watching right now, especially the people that have been here the whole 3 hours and 30 minutes. Salute to you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I do got more super chats, but I just want to let you guys know we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Fellas, I got a few more super chats and we're going to get up out of here. I got a super chat from Casual Fandom Hamza. Casual Fandom said, when is PC tryouts, Ron? Penn needs a head tap. Oh. Also, if Wemby is on the perimeter game 4, then Knicks go up 3-1. Y'all, PC tryouts, man. So September, we go do the 30 teams in 30 days. July, we just gonna have a fucking ball. August, PC tryouts. You guys be ready because somebody got to take Big Ox's job, you know.
Oh, wow.
And chill might not last through the summer, so we might need a chill feeling as well. So, hey, y'all be ready to step up, man. All right, Nims gassed up. Sent through $5 and said, can you guys give me your thoughts on what Sam Presti said yesterday? Real talk. Take it easy on my GM. SGA didn't ask him to do this, by the way.
I mean, from what I saw, I was just like, my goodness, man. Like, you lost. Give it a rest, man. You don't have to keep making these excuses and talking about different things. Talking about he has 5 people guarding him and a 6th defender. The people on social media. I don't know. Hey, I didn't know niggas off X was jerseying up guarding Shea. I didn't know that. But salute. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga. Y'all remember we had this guy up here last year, Dealey? Y'all remember?
Yeah.
I really like him. He's a great content creator. Makes really thoughtful, insightful content. And he had this one video calling the Shea hate like a psyop. He said like there's paid accounts and like gambling companies that are putting out like this negative shit about Shea to make people hate him. And honestly, I'm not really conspiratorial in general. I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theories, but I do believe that this shit is very forced. Like you're talking about one of the greatest players in NBA history, and all people talk about is, oh, he's a foul baiter, he's this, he's that. People don't talk about like what a mature young man he is, what a great leader he is, what a fantastic shot maker he is, how composed he is, what a good family man he is. Like in terms of like just keeping his nose clean off the court. Like he's not like rah. He's not really putting out these proclamations. He's not a goofy. You know what I mean? Like he's really like, I know Charles Barkley made headwaves, like 25, 30 years ago for saying athletes are not role models. But I'm unfortunately going to tell you a lot of kids grow up without fathers. They are role models. For a lot of kids, athletes are role models. And I think Shea deserves a lot more publicity, positive publicity. He doesn't get it.
Yeah, Penna, I actually agree with everything you said, like for real. And that nigga still ain't better than Kobe. Next members chat is from SSJ Gabe. Exactly. SSJ Gabe said, Cat putting on for us Dominicans. Go be the first DR Finals MVP. Demon 2. Or Demon Piece or Demon Out. Yeah, Demon Out.
Whatever.
I think Jalen Brunson's going to attempt 40 shots before that happens.
Come on, Jalen. Don't let him get that Finals MVP. Jalen, we not going out like that. Don't let Cat get it from you.
You know what?
There's no way you can let him do this.
I want OG to get it. I want OG to get it. Number 8.
Jalen, we can't let OG get it either.
I had a number 8.
Don't let them snatch your Finals MVP chain. Don't let them do that.
Okay. That's good. Give it to the next number 8.
Ron is going through a fucking identity crisis, bro. He does not know who he is, who he's going for, how he feels.
I want Jalen Brunson to win Finals MVP. That's it.
You trying to say it's Ron's month too?
Ron, oh damn, oh shit! I was gonna go that far.
It actually is my birthday month, and long before June.
That's what
long before June.
Damn.
Yo, that is crazy. So if your birthday's in June,
it's
you guys are reaching.
It's your month.
I agree.
You know what's crazy? For your birthday, they throw a whole parade.
I'm finna be at the parade.
That's exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the parade in San Antonio, nigga.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, no bullshit. If they do win, I will be in San Antonio with a Spurs jersey on.
I'll mix. But I'm going through an identity crisis.
Well, that's just some fun running shit.
No,
man, I want to have a good time. I want to have a great time. I'm going over there with a Wemby jersey.
No, this nigga went from the Rockets in the first round to the Lakers/Wolves in the second round. I don't even know. Oh, Knicks in the third round, and now it's gonna potentially be the Spurs. All right.
I want to enjoy the party. So
wait, you already own a San Antonio jersey?
Yeah, you do. You know he do. Yeah, you do. It's it's right under that desk he's sitting at.
Let me check online. Spurs jerseys 4XL sold out. 3XL sold out.
I was waiting for you to get to the punchline. Good one.
He had me fooled. I ain't even.
I don't know.
You remember how Wemby faked out Rudy Gobert and he was turning around looking for the ball?
He got me.
Saw that joke coming from a mile away.
For sure got me.
They got a couple of mediums. You can stitch them together. I don't know, man. You got two mediums, make a fashion statement out of it. I don't know.
Hey, real talk. I mean, these jerseys do run a little bigger than you would think,
So
but what's funny is trying to be funny is what got him that black guy up here to begin with. Nigga smacked the shit out of him yesterday. Duh.
All right, y'all. It's been a great episode. We will see you guys tomorrow. See, this is what the refs got to do. They got to get ahead of the action and call fouls early, so guys would just, get it together, or just in the game early, in the game at halftime before somebody gets a flagrant foul or a technical foul or a brawl happens in the Madison Square Garden. Either way it goes, Jay. Right quick, because we probably won't see you until Thursday after the game. Predictions for Wednesday, and can we get a genuine, real prediction?
Knicks are gonna win. That's a real prediction.
Like how though? Like blowout? They're gonna win by on a game winner. Couple points.
Series. It's never gonna be a blowout in the series. It's two great defensive teams, but it's gonna be a win. 7-point win. Spurs under 100 again.
I got the point spread. I got the point spread. Let me get the point spread.
You already got to pay me, Ron. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have to give me this money, so I'm not giving you no money back.
You want the point spread?
Trying to bet? What are you betting?
Point spread. The point spread is 7 for the Knicks. That the Knicks
they're +7 right now.
Yeah. No, Jay just said they're +7 as a New York fan. That means he just set the stage for all New York fans. So anybody
+7 is crazy. I'm not taking no +7. That's crazy.
Right. No, -7.
Well, yeah, -7. Yeah.
No,
I'm not. Yeah, they're going to. I'm saying. The game is going to be closer than 7 games.
Yeah, a bunch of niggas that think that the Spurs won't win another game, but scared to put some bread up. I can't wait to take y'all
desperate to win his money.
I can't wait to take y'all money, man.
Word,
y'all. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Sundays and Thursdays, our members only streams will kick back in this week. Go Spurs! I mean, Knicks in 5. Let's go, baby. Hey, Brunson, go get that Finals MVP, baby. You know what to do.